Hey everybody, how's it going? Happy Monday. We're going to be starting this off with something a little special, something I am very, very, very excited about. I'm sure some of you have seen it already. Hold on. Where are we? Where? Oh, that's not what I want. That's not what I want. Don't move things. Don't move things. There we go. Yes, it's the Ghostbusters commercial.
What are you doing here in Somerville anyway?
Honestly, my mom won't say it, but we're completely broke. And the only thing that's left in our name
This is, you guys have no idea how
is this
excited I
creepy
am for
old
this.
farmhouse our grandfather left us in the middle of nowhere. Why'd you bring me up here?
Entertainment value?
I almost wanted to play the Ghostbusters game
What is
tonight,
that?
but I've watched this like 20 times today, I think.
Somehow, a town that isn't anywhere near a tectonic plate, that has no fault lines, no fracking, no loud music even, is shaking on a daily basis.
Under the dining table now!
Hey, remember that one summer we died under a table?
I found this in my living room.
Whoa, killer replica.
A replica of what?
A ghost trap? There hasn't been a ghost sighting in 30 years. New York in the 80s? It's like The Walking Dead. Your dad never mentioned this to you?
It's just my mom. My grandfather died. My mom says we're just here to pick through the rubble of his life.
Wait a minute. Who are you?
Call it fate. Call it luck. Call it karma. I believe that everything happens for a reason.
Come on, darling.
Is it?
It has a gunner seat?
Ah, it's so cool! Alright, you guys have no idea how excited I am about that. Oh my god, Ghostbusters was my life when I was a kid. My life. Okay. Anyways. Time to jump into the game. Where's the game? Play game. Why is it not showing what game it is? We're gonna be continuing the Mass Effect from the charity stream. It's a little bit before where we left off because I had to replay it because my save file got corrupted. Because I still can't quite figure out how to upload Xbox save files to the cloud, I guess. In any case, story-wise, we're a little bit behind where we left off, but like side quest-wise, I'm a little bit further. And Jack's getting yelled at. He's being very naughty tonight. Alright, so I believe I just finished up Therum. Let's delete that one and we'll just start right here. I think that's right. Is it a little dark? That seems like it might be a little dark. That's kind of dark. Can I adjust that? Let's see how that is. Yeah, it's a little washed out. Hold on. I should have set all this up before. I'm sorry. Let's go default, and I'm just gonna adjust the actual game. Let's see here. Oh, because the brightness is down a bunch. There we go. I must, oh, that was when I was adjusting something else. What was I adjusting? What was that for? That's much better. There we go. Okay. Alright, so we just finished up, getting Liara. We're back on the ship. Did I level up? I did. I think I'm 2 levels higher than where we actually were at the end of the charity stream. I think. And now it's time for that fun section between levels where you gotta talk to everybody. So much fun. If the camera and everything looks a little different today, it's because Sarah got me an early Christmas present in a new entertainment stand. So I don't have to look up at the ceiling anymore like that. I can look straight ahead. It's closer to me, so I don't have to, like, reading isn't as difficult. It's much better. Hold on, though. That needs to be adjusted a little bit. There we go, that's a little better. Now it's not quite so angled.
Commander, do you have a minute?
Do I have a minute? I suppose I have a minute.
I always make time for my officers.
Off the record, I think there's something wrong here. This Saren is looking for records on some kind of galactic extinction, but we can't get backup from the council.
See, now this one I'm pretty
Sorry,
certain we
Commander.
heard during the
There's
charity
writing
stream,
on
so...
the wall here, but someone isn't reading it.
The council doesn't want to believe anything's wrong. I'd call it human nature, but...
I hear you. It just seems like a group that's been around as long as the council should see this coming. I mean, it's funny, we finally get out here, and the final frontier was already settled. And the residents don't even seem impressed by the view. Or the dangers.
Well, well. You're a romantic. Did you sign on for the
He has a
dream, Malenko?
shiny face.
Secure a man's future in space?
And shiny hair.
I read a lot of those books when I was a kid, where the hero goes to space to prove himself worthy of a woman he loves.
Oh, kids.
You know, for justice. Or maybe I was a romantic in the beginning, but I thought about it after brain camp. Biotic acclimation and temperance training. I'm not looking for the dream. I just want to do some good. See what's
Hold on
out.
1 second, I gotta make some adjustments.
Sorry if I got too informal. Protocol wasn't a big focus back in Lot.
Alright, the only problem now is that it's not blocking that bright, unblocked bulb. So I kinda need to wear these.
Tell me about it.
There we go.
Biotic acclimation and temperance didn't last past the airlock. To the kids they hauled in, it was brain camp. Sorry, hauled in is unkind. We were encouraged
I need to get a, like a...
commit to an
What is it called?
evaluation
A
of
lamp?
our abilities
The thing that, like,
so an
covers the lamp?
understanding of biotics could be
A lamp
compiled.
awning?
There are worse results of accidental exposure to element 0 in the womb. Beats the brain tumors some kids grew up with.
Brain tumors!
Is there some question about how
Not
you were
what you want to
exposed?
grow up with. I wonder if
My
I can do
mother
it
was
without
downwind
the...
of a transport
Or if the
crash.
glare will be too
It
bad.
was before there were human biotics, a little after the discovery of the Martian ruins. It only gets iffy around 63 when Canadians
We'll see how long it takes me to get a headache.
First-gen subjects. Until then, they'd relied on accidentals. A bunch of guys in suits.
I wonder if there's something I could hang.
And next thing you know, you're out on Jump Zero.
A towel. Okay. Yes, we did all of this. I
Jump
remember
Zero
talking to
is
him
the
about all
gas
this during the stream.
station,
So
right?
we'll just have to get through this real
What's it
quick.
like?
I apologize.
Yeah, that's the official name. Biggest and farthest facility we had for decades. Right on the termination shock, the outer edge of the solar system. It's where they did all the Goose Chase FTL research before we caught on to using
Goose
mass
chase.
effect fields.
Chasing ghosts in
It was a
space.
sterile research platform when I was there.
You know of any intentional exposures for certain?
No one knows. Doesn't mean
They
have.
believe.
As big as the exposures were, it was hard to track down accidentals. It was different then. No one knew the potential, so there wasn't a lot of regulation. Anything Kinetics did was gold. I'm not saying they intentionally detonated drives over our outposts, but
There were a lot of accidents.
they were damn quick on the scene.
A lot of unexplained surface-to-air missiles. Shut up,
There
Furnace.
were other kids in the same boat, right? At least you weren't alone out there.
That's true. We did have a little circle that'd get together every night before lights out. We didn't have much to do, though. It was a research platform then, and Kinetics kept Jump Zero off the extranet to prevent leaks.
Time to talk.
And you must have had plenty of time to get to know each other.
Yeah, we'd sit around and bull every night after dinner, play cards or network games. There was this girl named Rana, who had a little circle grow up around her. She was from Turkey. Her family was very rich. But she was smart and charming as hell. Beautiful, but not stuck up about it. Like you, I guess. Ma'am.
There we go. Did you live here?
Sounds like she was special
She was.
Were you kissing with
Maybe
your
she felt the
brains?
same, but things never felt together. Training, you know.
All right.
Jump Zero's a long way from home. What was it like?
Enigma, how's it
The
doing?
grand
It's
gateway
going
to
well.
humanity
I'm testing
looks
out
a
my
lot
new
better
setup.
if it's
Sarah was super awesome,
This
and
was
as an
a
early
casual
birthday,
debrief,
or
not a
birthday,
bull
that's the
session
second time I've
about
said this tonight.
stuff that happened
Christmas
years
present.
ago.
Got me a new entertainment set. So the TV is closer to me, and I'm not looking up at the ceiling. It's a little different, though, so I gotta get used to it. How about you? How was your weekend? How was everybody's weekend? I want to know my crew. I do
have
not
to
want to
depend
lead him
on each
on.
other in
Very cool.
combat.
Oh,
I like knowing what kind of man I have in my back.
if you believe
I
in that kind of
understand,
thing.
I won't let you down. You, make a habit of getting this personal?
Based on the rapid expansion of ribbons and wrapping paper, I'd say it's ribbons and wrapping paper's birthday personally. But, lady, how's it going? What do you think? To some degree.
Of course. But I don't enjoy it with everyone.
Lots of paper
Talk
cuts. You
again
gotta be
later.
careful.
I'll,
Your weekend was
I'll
all
need
right?
some
Okay.
time to process that, Commander.
Nothing to write home about?
But, yeah, I'd like that.
I may have to switch over to sunglasses at some point because the bright, giant, like, main source bulb in this room is no longer blocked by the old entertainment set. It's actually sitting right above the TV, which is why my face is so bright, but I'm basically staring right into it. So we'll see how that goes. Liara. So like I was saying, we picked this up a little bit, like, progression-wise. We're behind where we left off the charity stream. Side quest-wise, I'm a little bit further, though. Talked wrestling and chilled, and that was it. I was there for that. I didn't comment much because I was taking apart the old set, but
Are you coming to check up on me?
go to bed. I was taking apart the old entertainment set, but I was listening the whole time. It is a lot brighter. I need to get one of those things that covers a light bulb. I want to say awning, but that's not it. Like a cover, a light bulb blocker? It blocks the light. Oh, the inner tube photo? Yeah, that's... Those are still sitting in the living room. I don't think they've gone sledding with them yet.
You look much better. How are you feeling?
Dr. Chakwas assures me I am going to be fine. I was impressed with her knowledge of Asari physiology.
I'm surprised you can't hear him jumping off of him.
You're in good hands. Dr. Chakwas knows what she's doing.
I never properly thanked you for
But yeah,
saving
I
me
spent
from the
that
death
entire
commander.
stream...
If
Because
you
that
hadn't
entertainment set
shown
I
up-
found on the side of the road in Milwaukee in... It's gotta be 10 years old, I want to say. Yeah, it's about 10 years old when I found it. I've had it for 10 years. Parts of it were being, like, supported. The legs had broken, and it was being supported by, like, canned beans from 2011. all the screws had like rusted and everything. So as soon as you tried to unscrew something, it just snapped off. So I basically had to hammer the thing apart. It was a fun night.
I'm just glad we got there in time.
How was everybody's Monday, by
So
the way?
am
I had a
I
panic
know you
attack
took
at
a
work. That
chance
was
bringing
super
me
fun.
aboard this ship.
And then I sat in the break room
I have
and
seen the way
watched
your
the
crew looks at
the
me. They do
Ghostbusters
not
trailer
trust me.
over and over for about a
But
half
I am
hour.
not like
And that
Benezia.
got me back on an
I
even
will
keel.
do whatever I can to help you stop Saren.
That got me
I
got me
promise.
through the rest of the day. I see
Don't
you.
worry, Liara. I trust you.
I see both of
I know
you.
you won't let me down.
It means a lot to hear you say
This room
that,
is
Commander.
strategically covered in reflective surfaces to keep you from sneaking around. It means you can't sneak up on me. Ghostbusters trailer was super neat, I know. What's up, you guys? It's time for you to go to bed. Okay, so come say goodnight then. Come here. You can come say good hi to everybody and then say goodnight. Are you excited for the new Ghostbuster movie?
What do you mean?
There's a new Ghostbuster movie. Go have Mom show you the trailer.
Ooh, okay.
Okay.
I'll go
Mwah.
see and then I'll go say.
Jack! Stop touching everything. No, no, stop. Don't fix it. Just go. Just go. Just hey, don't steal it. Put it back. Put it. He's going to pay for that. Stealing my little pixel pals. Okay.
Do you know why Benezia joined up with Saren?
Yes, I
don't
was
understand it.
so tempted to
She
play the
was always
Ghostbusters game
outspoken about the need for the Asari to become
tonight
more
instead,
involved in
but I'm
shaping
saving that
galactic
for
events.
something special.
Maybe she thought allying herself with Saren would somehow be for the greater good in the long run. At least I hope so.
It's gonna be so much easier to play Control now. I can actually read everything on the screen.
This hurts you, doesn't it?
None of this makes any sense to me. I have not spoken to Benezia in many years, but I know her, and this was not like her. Something changed.
You'll have to let me know though if the mic like double picks up the TV audio. I'm not sure yet. I haven't had. Reading is especially like with Control where it's like the tiniest font ever. Is it just me or has that been a thing this year? Has tiny font been a thing? I feel
Tell me
like
about
crap.
yourself,
That's not what I want to
Liara.
do. I mean, I do want to talk to her, but
I am afraid I am
No.
not very interesting, Commander.
go back
I
upstairs.
spend most of my time on remote digs, unearthing mundane items buried in long-forgotten Prothean ruins.
Seems like it. Yeah, it really like I've heard that's a big complaint about I think I mentioned this. Death Stranding was the tiny font. Hey, if you send that down the stairs, I am coming after you.
Sounds dangerous.
I'm gonna end up taking away those
And
inner
lonely.
tubes by the end of the night.
Sometimes I would run afoul of
You are
indigenous
encouraging
life
him
forms
to
or
do naughty
stumble
things,
across a
and I
small
will.
band of
You will
mercenaries
both
or
get in
privateers.
big trouble.
But I was always
Go
careful.
on.
Until the Geth followed me to Artemis Tau. I never found myself in any
You're not hearing- okay,
situation
good.
my biotics could not handle. As for the solitude, well,
Glad
that
to
is
hear
one
it.
aspect that most appealed to me.
So what are you gonna do tomorrow
Sometimes
night?
I
Are you
just
doing the
need to
Overwatch thing, or
get
are you
away
doing
from
more
other
Zelda?
people.
You seem like you're enjoying Zelda. I don't have to use it very often, but I naturally have a kind of a deep booming voice anyways. So yeah, I imagine for children it's terrifying. I saw a thing somewhere, it was like a meme. Oh, okay, more Zelda, okay. Sarah had a meme somewhere, or somebody had one where it was like a woman just sitting there like, and it was like, when I'm tired of yelling so I can just sit there and my husband uses his deep scary man voice to get the kids to do what they're supposed to. It's like, it's the one benefit of having a scary, loud, scary, aggressive voice.
You don't like other people?
I suppose it comes
I don't
from
like other
being a
people
matriarch's
except for
daughter.
you, Liara, and
People
Garrus.
expected me to follow in Benezia's footsteps. They wanted me to become a leader of our people. Matriarchs guide their followers into the future. They seek the truth of what is yet to come.
Yeah,
Maybe
I
that's
was
why
actually
became
really
so
interested to see the
interested in
color
secrets
dungeon
of
because
the
I've never
past.
played that. That was only in
It
the
sounds so foolish when I say it out loud. It sounds like I became an
the DX
archaeologist
version for the
simply
Game
to
Boy
spite
Color, and I never
Benezia.
had that version of the game. And it's probably a good thing because at that age when that came out, I wouldn't have been able to decide between the two, and I would have just like had a save point in that dungeon and never come back to it.
All children rebel against their parents. It's a natural part of growing up.
You share the wisdom of the matriarch, Shepard. That is exactly what
I hear
Benezia
you.
said when I told her of my decision. But there was more to it than that. I felt
need to put that
drawn
baby
to
gate
the
back up.
past. The Protheans were these wondrous, mysterious figures. I wanted to know everything about them. That is why I find you so
So I
fascinating.
posted this
You were
on, I
marked by
think,
the beacon
I was
on
gonna
Eden
post
Prime.
it earlier.
You
I don't
were
know if I actually
touched
did.
by working Prothean technology.
We're in December. It snowed here again today. Lady, I know you've gotten a bunch of snow. Enigma, you got some snow. I don't know if any of it stuck. Do you guys have like a favorite snow-themed level or anything like that in a video game?
Sounds like you want to dissect me in a lab somewhere.
What?
For me, it seems like snow
No,
levels are
I
always
did not mean to
they're always a
insinuate.
nightmare, or they're always like
I
the,
never
one of the
meant to
highlights of
offend
whatever
you,
game they're
Shepard.
in.
I only
22.
meant
You
that
ended up
would be
well.
an interesting
Okay, when
specimen
I heard it,
for
you were
an
like,
in-depth
it's
study.
snowing a little
You
bit. It's
know,
not.
that's
It's
even
little
worse.
flakes. It's not fat flakes, but like I think that's exactly what you said. Rain's been getting rid of it. Okay. See, what happened here today is that it rained all morning, and then it snowed on top of that. So the rain froze, and then the snow created slush, and then more snow covered that, and it was just fun coming home. It took me a normally 10-minute drive took me an hour. Oh, right after Extra Life. Okay.
Calm down, Liara. I was only joking.
Extra vacation day.
Joking?
Yay!
Oh,
Snow
Mother
days.
Goddess, how could I be so dense? You must think I am a complete and utter fool.
It was all of the snows ever.
Now
Okay.
you know why I prefer to spend my time in the field with data disks and computers. I always seem to say something embarrassing around other people. Please, just pretend this conversation never happened.
Never.
I'd like to know more about the Asari.
We were the first species
won't.
to discover the Citadel. We were instrumental in forming the Council, and we always strive to be the voice of peaceful cooperation in galactic disputes. My people.
Have you
believe
guys
we
seen
are
any
all
of the
part
new
a
amiibos that
single
are coming out,
galactic
Enigma?
community. Each
All of the
species
new
contributes something to the
Shovel Knight
greater
ones,
whole.
and they announced a
Although we
new,
seek to understand
a
other
couple new
species,
Smash Brothers ones. There's
it
a
seems
Dark
few of
Samus
them
one
seem
coming
to
out next year that I
understand us.
really want.
The
That looks
galaxy is
kick-ass.
filled with rumors and misinformation about my people.
Like what?
Most of the inaccuracies are centered around our mating rituals. My species is monogendered.
Yeah, there's the
Male
3-pack.
and
It's
female
like
have no real meaning for us.
Spectre
We
Knight,
still
Plague Knight,
require a
and
partner to reproduce.
King Knight.
This
I think,
second
and then
parent,
there's
however,
Gold
may be
Shovel
of
Knight.
any species and any gender.
Who like? I feel like anyone who chooses that's disgusting. This game is not for them in general.
I don't understand. Your species can mate with anyone?
Mating is not quite the proper term, not as you understand.
And I just
it.
realized a little earlier tonight
Physical
that It
contact
Chapter
may
2
or
comes
may
out
not be
tomorrow on
involved, but it is not
home
an
media.
essential
I would
element of the
really
union.
like to watch
The
that.
true connection is mental.
Okay, so speaking of
Our
watching things, we just
physiology
got
allows us to meld with other beings. We can touch the very depths of their minds.
what's it called?
We explore the genetic
Disney
memory
Plus?
of their species. We share
I
the
got that
most
yesterday, and I've
basic
been watching
elements
old
of their
Disney movies,
individual
cartoons,
and
and stuff like
racial
that.
identities.
And
We
I
then
want to say,
pass
like,
these
based on
traits onto our
how
daughters.
Disney
It's how we
used
learn
to
to grow
design
as a
animal
species
characters,
and how
I'm
we
surprised there
develop a
aren't more
greater
furries
understanding
in the
of other
world
races.
than there are. Because I don't think Disney made a female animal character that wasn't like waist thin, ass thick, like itty bitty waist and a round thing in your face. I don't think they existed in like the golden Disney 2D hand drawn animation era.
What happens to
I
your
really
partner
don't.
after the union?
Every relationship is different. Some unions are.
And in fact, I know a couple female friends who say that their first crush was the fox from Robin Hood. And I gotta say, I kind of get it.
Lived for 1,000 years. What happens when your partner dies?
Few sapient species live as long as.
Also, it's weird to go back and watch those movies and be like,
philosophical approach
the
to
animation in
humans.
this is just
We
as
do
good
not
as like
focus on the
the
inevitable
best
loss of our
animation
partners.
sequences in like
Instead, we enjoy the time we spend with
My
them.
Hero or
And
anything like
even
that.
after
It's
they're gone,
weird.
A part of them lives on in us. The union is a connection that transcends both time and space.
Do you know who Matriarch Benezia chose as her partner?
She rarely spoke of her partner, though I know my father, if you want to use that term, was another Asari.
You can do that's such a dumb question.
Benezia
So I'm not gonna
never
make that.
told you
I'm
her
not gonna
partner's
choose that
name?
one.
Union with our own kind is no longer common, not for the purposes of reproduction. Most Asari believe it weakens our species.
But yeah, no. Do you guys have
Asari
a
daughters inherit
do you guys have a
racial
favorite
traits from the
snow themed
father
level?
species.
For
If
me, I
both
think it's
parents are
probably
Asari, then
Phendrana Drifts from
nothing
Metroid
has
1
been
or
gained,
Ice
or
Cap
so
Zone from
conventional
Sonic
wisdom
3.
hold. I am what is sometimes called a
Those are
pureblood.
both
Though no Asari would ever be cruel enough
like
to say
highlights
the word to my
of like
face,
playing in
it
the
is a
snow in
great
video games for
insult
me.
among my people. It is possible Benezia's partner was embarrassed by their union. She may have been too ashamed to publicly acknowledge me
You
as
hate
her
snow
offspring.
levels? Oh, what's wrong? You don't like you don't even like snowboarding levels?
Maybe she wanted to meet you but couldn't. Something
What
could
about
have happened
Sonic
to her.
Adventure where you
Maybe
get to
she passed away.
snowboard away from an avalanche?
You're right.
Or in
I
Sonic
hope you
Adventure
are.
2 where you get to snowboard
But I
down
have no
asphalt
way to
away from
know
a
for
truck.
sure. Benezia never spoke of her partner. Whatever
Lady,
happened,
you're
it
not
caused
dead
her too
inside.
much
Surely
pain
you
to dwell
have
on it.
surely you enjoy
She raised
snow
me by
levels in video
herself,
games.
though that is not uncommon. Many Asari raise their children alone, particularly if the father species is short-lived. Often the partner will pass on long before the child reaches maturity.
Hashtag single mom. Half dead inside. Nightfire. I played a little bit of Nightfire, I think. What? Oh, I'd appreciate that. Thank you, buddy. Okay, I think we're stuck in one of those speech loops where if we just go back into her father. So I think we're good.
I should go.
All right, you've
Goodbye,
revealed all this
Shepard.
personal information to me, and I'm not going to tell you anything. Time to go. Goodbye. Blanking on the name of it. Okay, they're not as much a thing as they used to be. Like it used to be like Mario 64 had a snow level. Banjo-Kazooie had a snow level. All the platformers, like the platforming games, had snow levels and things like that. Hey, buddy, you never came and said hi to everybody. Come here. Come say hi. You can't watch because it's bedtime, but... Say hi, lady. Hi, Nick.
Hi, lady. Hi, Ma.
Are you excited about the snow?
Yeah. I was living walk.
Lady says, hi, Jack.
Hi, Dad.
No, that's you.
Oh.
Can
Hi, lady.
you wave? Here, wait. Yeah, now wave. And Enigma says, hello.
Hello.
It's pretty late, and we're going to go to the play center in the morning.
But can we put that guy over there?
I already talked to that guy.
Oh, who is he?
Who is he? He's Kaiden.
Oh, the bad guys around here?
There are no bad guys in here.
Oh, why?
Because this is my ship.
Oh. Is the bad guy in the home?
You... You do?
Yeah.
No, not you. Okay, you know what though? But we're going to the play center tomorrow pretty early, so you gotta get some rest, okay?
Okay.
Okay, so you gotta go upstairs. I'm gonna give you kisses though.
But I don't want to go now.
Well, have Mom turn on the Big Hero 6 cartoon.
Okay. But you said no.
How about have her turn on Little Mermaid?
Yeah, but what are these about?
Those are controllers.
Why?
Because they're for controlling. Hey, buddy. Good night. Love you. Little Mermaid, that's a good one. Willow's seen Little Mermaid. I don't think Jack has. Did that little shit steal my controller? Oh, no. Here it is. Okay. Little Mermaid is good. Look at this shit. Isn't it neat? I want to sing more of that, but I don't know where to take it there. Look at this horde. Isn't it junk? It's all collecting mold and gunk. What do you get for the girl? The girl who's a hoarder. See, so this is why I wanted to stop, because I thought I was gonna talk to him and he was gonna talk about the genophage and stuff some more.
What do you want?
But this is where we get his personal quest. That's all you've got? That's a good solid, look at this shit, isn't it dank? Look at this shit, isn't it dank? Compared to my stuff, your stuff is a skank. That's kind of weird. We're about to get Rex's personal quest though.
Lots of reasons.
And I was way behind on that. Enigma, aren't you gonna contribute to the songs, the singing? Lots of reasons, like
Such as?
Sing with us, Enigma.
I needed to get out of our system. I needed to eat. I needed to survive.
Lady, does he have like a beautiful singing voice? I bet he does. Your stuff has it. See, there you go.
Why not stay and help your people?
I tried to help. That's why I had to leave.
He does? Oh, awesome. I want to hear it. We should make him do Twitch Sings.
What happened?
I was betrayed.
I've got who's its and what's its and old
I was
newspapers.
head of a small tribe. We were trying to restore order
3 garbage
after the
cans full
war,
of dead
but
batteries.
the other tribes were against us. They followed Jared.
Need a
one of
moldy
the few
slipper?
warlords
I've
who
got 60.
survived the war with the Turians.
But who
He was
cares?
old, and so were his ideas.
No big deal.
He wanted to continue.
My
the
family's
war.
trying to evict me and get
He
me
wanted
sent for
us
mental
to
health because
fight
I have a problem.
Each other.
The people have
Didn't
requested
matter
it. They have.
As long as we were fighting.
I request it. I formally request it. This is me requesting it.
What did you want?
So this is where I like this part, because this is the first inclination we find that like Rex has kind of been like,
His ranting.
oh, you know, he's like, I don't like that. Like everybody's interested in fighting and nobody wants to cure anything. But this is where you really see like how much, because he's kind of presented as just a brute up until this point in the game.
Have the numbers
And this is where you're like, oh no, he actually cares. He, in fact, he probably cares so much, and that's why he had to leave, because it like he just couldn't handle it.
I told them all to forget.
By people, I mean we are the people. We the people.
needed to focus
Parentheses,
on breeding.
lady and Jeffrey.
At least for one generation.
Hereby
For a
petition.
while,
Let's start a change.org.
grew. Some of the tribes started
Let's
coming
do it.
around.
But yeah, we find out like he was trying to like rally his people and like save everybody. And like it really brings a new dimension to the character who's like his whole thing has been fighting and killing and getting paid. So
I take it the warlord didn't appreciate that.
it's where you really start to
No.
see like
He didn't. He arranged a crush with the tribes. A meeting on neutral ground. He wanted to
some of the
talk.
third dimensions come out, because it's mostly been,
Women
you know, you have
followed.
Garrus, who's all about
Graves of our
bringing people to
ancestors.
justice, and
Skulls of our dead
Tali,
laid
who's
bare to
into
remind us
machines,
where we come from, and where we all go.
and Liara's a nerd,
It's as sacred
and he
as
likes fighting. And then you have the humans who are just like, I don't fucking aliens, or I don't trust them. They're not people. They're not people. They're aliens. And then you start to get this real actual character development besides elevator conversations. Once you finish that first story world, I think the game really takes off.
Sounds like a trap to me. You must
It's
have
a trap!
suspected as much.
I did. But when your father invites you to a crush, well,
Not to
there
mention
are
the
some
warlord he was
laws
going against was his
we hold
dad.
sacred.
Daddy! Daddy, we must have peace, Daddy!
Jared was your father?
He was. Until that day. We talked, but we didn't get anywhere. When it was clear that I wouldn't join him, he gave the signal. His men leapt from the graves of our
I'm gonna start
like
the change.org.
crooked
I'm not
undead.
gonna forget about that.
The few that were loyal to me died.
If they can
quickly.
start a change.org to have
I
the third
escaped with
or
my
the
life,
final season of Game of Thrones
not
like
before
written out
I
of existence
sank
and
my
recreated
dagger
with
deep
fan
in my
written
father's
scripts,
chest.
we can start one to get Enigma
That
to
is
sing.
why I left, and that's why I'll never go back.
Look at me, I'm a terrible singer. I do it all the time. But that's because I like being stupid, so. I can't remember our... No, that's true. I have the attention span of a Russell Terrier.
You must have family other than your father. Don't you miss that?
But I remembered to
You
go
trying
back
to
and
make me
clip
cry, Shepard?
that claw machine. I remember to go back and clip that.
Business with my family, but that's all.
I mean, I haven't done it yet, but I remembered that I have to do it.
What kind of business?
I know that I have to do it. It's on my list. You know what, man?
my
It's
father's father.
December. I'm dealing with depression, okay?
I swore to recover my family's battle armor. It was
Tomorrow's
taken
my
from
first day
him
off.
after the uprising.
Since you conquered that crane game, since you made it your little toy, and I will do it tomorrow.
What's so important about this armor?
It's
Unless
a
Lady
relic.
just goes to do it now just to spite
Useless,
me.
Really. But it was worn by 5 generations of my family before the war.
Lots of crotch stank
It's
in that
rightfully
armor.
Mine. Originally, it was taken by the Turian military.
Now, Lady, I know
Allowed
your favorite is
armor or
Garrus.
weapons
Do you have a
after
second
the
favorite
war.
character?
Now it's in the hands
That's
of
not,
Ton
you know,
Actus,
Shepard.
a Turian scum who collects relics from the war. He's made millions selling Krogan artifacts that
Hold
were
on, I think the
stolen
dog
from
is
my
about to throw up,
people.
so...
He's got several bases where he stores his goods.
Hold on. You okay, bud? Give me 1 minute. Come on, let's go upstairs. He's gonna be okay. He is just gonna relax upstairs for a little bit in his doggy bed.
Fortified and guarded.
Sorry about that.
I just don't know which
Started doing that
base
thing where they're like,
is my family's armor.
Just tell me where to start looking.
I'll upload the data to your nav system. But Commander, I want to be there when you find him.
So
You're
long,
staying
Rex.
on the ship.
Shepard.
He probably just hasn't eaten enough. He has this thing where sometimes he just won't eat for a little while, like a day or two, and then his stomach is empty, and then he gets an upset stomach, and then it's just like foamy yellow nothing, and he's fine, and then he has an appetite again.
Commander?
Do you have a few minutes to talk? One-on-one?
Sure.
Oh,
Let's just watch
damn
some
it.
Man
Okay.
From Home.
Oh, before I go, we saw Caden in a news vid about the Normandy.
Kaiden.
He's cute.
Caden?
Later, sis.
Let's pretend this never happened.
Are you interested in the lieutenant, Chief?
No, ma'am. And anyway, Scuttlebutt says he's already sweet on someone. What's up? You didn't come by to eavesdrop on Family Mail.
Your family seems to be important.
I think we're gonna get a bunch of
Yeah.
personal quests here, actually.
We've always been close. Me and my sisters especially.
So
My
I
dad
apologize
and
while
Dee
we
so
talk to
much. I had to help
everybody.
Mom raise them.
Did your father serve with the fleet?
Yeah, took any crap posting he could get that offered space time. You know what? He worked his ass off trying to get recognized, but he never made it above serviceman 3rd class. He was real proud when I made Chief. First thing he did was salute.
What about your mother? You haven't mentioned her.
You must know what military wives are like. Strong because they have to be, able to raise kids while dad's away on a 6-month cruise.
So if
She has a degree
I feel like
in
we've had a bunch of
planetary geology.
trailers
I've seen
for new
Dad
movies
before
come
I've
out
seen
in
it
like the last
once.
week.
She
If I
gave
gave a
up
list of
recruiting
movies,
to
what would
raise
you
us
guys say you're looking forward to the most, if any? Ghostbusters, Black Widow, Free Guy, and there was one other. I don't remember what it was. I can't think of it. I know there was at least one other. But that's a good mix. Ghostbusters, Black Widow, and Free Guy.
You have more than one sister? Sounds like a big family.
Yeah, I'm the oldest, then Abby, then Lynn. Sarah's the youngest. She's still in high school. With 4 girls, Dad used to say he felt more outnumbered at home than on maneuvers.
Excited for any of them? Okay, fair enough. I know a lot of people are getting burnt out on the superhero slash kind of that's not really a reboot. It's a Wonder Woman. That's the other one. Wonder Woman. Thank you. Wonder Woman I'm intrigued with. Same with Ghostbusters. Widow just because Taskmaster. Is that who the villain is? Taskmaster? Why she's getting a movie. Haven't seen Free Guy. Free Guy is I just saw the trailer last night. It's basically what if an NPC in a video game found out they were in a video game and decided they had enough being an NPC. Like they were done with that.
Where did you grow up?
All over. We transferred a half a dozen times before I finished.
Okay, see, yeah, that's okay. That's what I thought it was, but I didn't.
You, right? I guess that's why.
I feel like I maybe heard it was Taskmaster, but I don't know anything about the character, so. Which usually means it's like, for me at least, it means I'm not gonna find him an interesting character. I am, however, excited for, if not the movie, like, it does set a precedent. It's not like the first female-led superhero movie, but there aren't enough. There should be more, and it's like I feel like Scarlett Johansson probably should have gotten one first. Main villain aside, he's neat. I will. I've been thinking about because I've been a little harsh on you, Enigma, in the Zelda playthrough. I apologize. And a little bit teasing during some of the Assassin's Creed ones. I've been thinking about doing a special. Enigma gets to get back at Jeff as he stumbles through Spider-Man.
After helping raise them, your sisters still talk to you?
Plus, you'll keep me on track. I won't get sidetracked.
Things were tense between Sarah and me for a while. Then we bonded.
Sounds like a story. Feel like sharing?
Sarah got herself a boyfriend who wanted to go faster than she did, Mike.
Future movies
I
need to
didn't
be
think he
shown.
was a bad
Well,
kid,
I mean,
just
yeah,
pushy.
that's the thing. I don't know that
Lynn
she's
would
gonna
send
be in
me
any
newsworthy
future
fake
movies.
mails, and I'd tell her to relax.
Pure Glee. I realize. Well, no, it's. Thank you. I realize I walk a fine line between being a smartass and pushing it too far, and I have to be careful with that sometimes. So.
Where were you when this was going on?
I was on active duty. Sarah's graduating high school this year. This was only a couple of years back.
Pure
they
glee.
were on Amaterasu. At the time, I was assigned to Chernobog. Same cluster, but a dozen elements.
Amaterasu.
Close enough to talk regularly, too far to make it back.
I don't know why that reminded me, but I have a bunch of My Hero to catch up on. I was shopping for some Christmas presents for Sarah yesterday, and the store I was at had so much My Hero Academia stuff. There's like 3 different All Might statues in like his different costumes, and like 2 or 3 various Midoriya ones. I was like, oh, I want all of these. So, wait until season out. Well, like, I mean, yeah, I guess. Like I said, I wonder. No, there's no way to pull that off. I wonder if I can run my Roku through my Elgato. No, I'm not gonna steal. I'm not gonna illegally capture episodes. That would be terrible. Wait a minute.
Where were you when this was going on?
You're not against it.
I was on active duty. Sarah's graduating high school this year.
I just want to let
This was only a
the
couple years
MPAA, the RIAA, the FBI know that I would never do that.
Same cluster, but a dozen LYOA. Close enough to talk regularly, too far to make it back in an emergency. I couldn't afford a fast packet flight.
Yeah, but that's professional sports. There's already a ton of things terribly wrong in pro sports. At least it's hockey and not football. Football's got to be like one of the worst. Ever since they fired everybody in soccer. I don't remember what no means no is about, so...
If he really liked her, he wouldn't be pushy.
Yeah, of course. If he didn't ask at all, I'd wonder if he thought Sarah was ugly. Damned if you do, damned if you don't. Mike thought they'd go for a romantic walk in the woods.
Yeah, I would.
It was past time
If it weren't, I'm literally keeping the Funimation Now subscription just for that, just to watch My Hero.
Good thing Mom and Dad had us all learn some kind of
And I guess Goblin Slayer, because I like that, but the only place I've been able to find it is YouTube, and like they cut out the credits and everything, and it's just kind of eh.
Why didn't you?
And I really enjoy Goblin Slayer. Plus, I can see it uncut, which is nice.
And she and Mike
Now, if only they would put the
I said it was her call to make.
Sword Art Online Alicization. If they would put the English dub of that out,
Mom was
I would
pissed about that.
definitely be keeping it. Worth it for My Hero? I think so, considering it's like $6 a month.
You said all of your sisters learned self-defense?
Lynn did pistol practice, but didn't
Speaking
like
of self-defense, Willow earned her black stripe karate the other day, which means that I think her next big thing is a new belt.
Big skirts and tops you have to tie her into.
I'm so very proud of her. I am terrified of what happens when she decides to use some of that on her brother when she pushes him too far. He pushes her too far. Why are all the My Hero themes ass except for season 3? Well, that's the thing. Everybody has their favorite theme. You know? I like the one that... I don't remember if it's opening or closing, but they're all in, like, fantasy gear. Like knights and shit. I can't think of any of them right now. I keep trying to, and one of the themes from Seven Deadly Sins pops into my head instead.
You said all of your sisters.
No, I already did that one.
They do great things to her figure, though.
So, what did you learn?
One of Dad's friends taught me Marine hand to hand.
You traveled all the way home to walk your sister to school.
It was only
also,
light years.
why is he asking us, lady?
It's
like,
I was going to Earth
I don't,
or something.
I don't know.
My last day out, Mike was waiting for us.
I'm not even a little bit Japanese. I've been there.
Knew what he did.
I have plenty of Japanese family friends.
Snap him in half, but Sarah gave me this look, this let me handle it. I need to do this alone look. She kept her cool, God bless her, as he screamed in her face. She just let him vent. Then he tried to punch her.
They were more hype.
She just flowed around him. Next thing I knew, he's face down on the sidewalk, and there's blood everywhere.
I mean, they could all be like Inuyasha themes, where it's all just slow orchestral shit.
That's unbelievable. Sarah must be as good as you.
Can I play one video game that doesn't have a Sarah in it?
Straight up puncher.
Please?
When he swung, she just...
Please?
She wasn't there anymore, and he fell. She helped him stop the bleeding and had me call an ambulance. She told the paramedics he fell. Before they took him to the
For
hospital...
the feeling tone of the show?
when I
Oh.
kicked Sarah's arm, I thought he was gonna end up on the ground.
So he wants more like a One Punch Man season
His
1
head
kind of
whispered,
thing.
I'm sorry, and started crying. And she hugged him.
Raging guitars and
The
like
Williams women are decisive
throat-tearing
punch
screaming.
commander. We do things when we're ready. Not before, not after.
Your sister's something else.
See, I've never
You
seen
didn't
Attack
mention
on
your
Titan.
Father at all. Was he on deployment?
And Dad always wanted to serve in space.
So I could
But he
not,
wanted us to
I
have real
do
fun
not
on
know
Earth.
what the opening theme is like.
He'd say, space is beautiful, but you can't read
It says he
the
wants
there.
Dragon Ball Z English theme.
I
Like the,
cannot rest
oh,
from
like the
travel.
Dragon
I
got the
will
dragon
drink
one.
life to the lees. All times I've enjoyed.
It's on my list of things to
have
watch.
Suffered greatly, both with
Tell you what,
those
I'll
that
watch
loved
it when
me
you get back into
For
Westworld.
always roaming with a hungry heart.
Really, the
Much have
the
I seen
dumb
in
dragon got the
cities of
dragon,
men
like
and
the
manners,
oh,
climates, councils, governments.
oh, that was like one of the very early like, when they were still like editing out all the blood and language and everything. Oh, I hated that. That was before they figured out like maybe just keep the themes in the theme songs in Japanese and don't try and go over them with terrible English. He's walking to his key. Oh God, I'm dumb. I'm dumb. Okay, what is that? The 4Kids dub, the Funimation dub. I feel like we are all over the place with freaking Ashley here. We've gone from little sisters punching boyfriends to poetry.
I never thought I'd hear you reciting poetry.
See, now I'm just
because I can
now
do
I'm
it
just
between
sitting
the
here.
eyes
I'm
and
imagining him
ears
like
doesn't
at the
mean I can't
keyboard,
like
like.
sensitive stuff.
Hold on, I gotta get my hands
Just
right.
don't spread it around. Ulysses
Like whatever the
Every
the
time
song
I
is,
sit
but
down,
he's doing it in the cadence of "Would you like some cherry pie, cherry pie, cherry pie?" Like that level of like anger. It was on the Cartoon Network. Yeah, it was. I think it was still the Funimation dub then, but like a very early one. Before Funimation got good at theme songs. I think like the monkey or the One Piece one was terrible when it first came out. That hurt my shoulders. Wow.
Does he still like it?
I sure hope so. I read it to his grave every time I go home. Dad passed on a few years back. He's probably
Get my hair a little longer and a little messier, and that'll be way cooler next time I do it.
You mean
He's
from
still watching?
wherever
No,
you
from the
go
closet.
after death?
I have his body in the closet
Dead
on the ship.
paper. He's with God now. That's not a problem with you, is it? That I believe in God?
I mean, personally, I don't. I've never given much thought about whether or not Shepard does or doesn't. However, keep it to yourself just seems like a dick thing. So, and I don't care what people believe, honestly.
Everyone has the right to believe what they want. Says so in the Alliance Charter, only with fancier words.
I'm glad you're open-minded about it. I've met a few people who are really weirded out by my faith. Because I work in space, I can't believe in a higher power? Jeez. Hello, have you people looked out the window? How can you look at this galaxy?
I mean,
and not
I'd prefer
believe in
that you believe in
something?
God than
I
you
should get back to
believe
my
that
duties.
Tobey
Didn't
Maguire
mean to
is the
take up
best
so much of your
Spider-Man.
time.
Or that Andrew Garfield was a better Spider-Man. Well, better Peter Parker. He was a better Spider-Man. He was not a better Peter Parker. He's too pretty for Peter Parker. Okay.
Not sure I buy Dr. Tassoni's story about her and her mom not talking. They're family, right?
Hello, I can't tell if you're being sarcastic or not. I do believe her, and you will not talk shit about my blueberry.
At least I don't think she lies very often.
Yeah, she's probably really bad at it. Hey,
You're really
want me to
bad
ask her
at
about her
it.
sex life might be illuminating.
You dick. I just had a conversation with her about how that's awkward.
I don't think.
Oh,
she's
Tom
much
Holland. Tom Holland,
crazy,
definitely.
Good-natured
Yeah.
or otherwise.
Aw, no fun, Skipper. Too bad those ruins got destroyed. I mean, they lasted thousands of years. That's impressive.
Dismissed, Chief.
Ma'am.
Tom Holland is the best of the living Spider-Man, like real life ones. And then I would say that Into the Spider-Verse is probably the most fun Spider-Man movie. Hey, buddy, how you doing?
Commander, good to see you.
You've been with CSEC a while. Have you seen much action?
Well, not as much as you, but yeah, I've seen some interesting things.
You wouldn't believe the things I've calibrated.
I bet you have. Anything in particular that stands out?
I remember this Solarian.
I saw a couple people. I've seen a lot of really weird arguments on Twitter lately. A couple people arguing about who the best Spider-Man was, which was just a dumb argument. I saw a ton of Game of Thrones fans complaining about how Game of Thrones didn't get like nominated for a Golden Globe earlier today, even though all of those people spent the entire last season bitching about how much they hated the show, or like how the show was going. So I don't. Like, I guess I just don't understand Game of Thrones people anymore. See, I don't care. Like, I feel like trying to wrap up Game of Thrones without, when you start off having all of the stuff from the books, and then you get to the end and the books aren't done and you have to wrap it up on your own and you're not the guy who created everything. I imagine that's like getting to Mass Effect 3 and being like, oh shit, we have like 50 million people who played this game who each have their own story and their own way of looking at it, and we have to wrap this up in a nice, neat bow that's going to please everybody. Fuck that, we're just giving them 3 endings. They should give Oh! Ouch, they reserve that for like actual criminals.
What happened? Why were you investigating him?
I don't know. I didn't mind it, but I was never as invested as a lot of people were.
Most of it harmless. Nothing I needed to pursue. But during the course of
I enjoyed it, but again, like I never got invested in it, so.
Organs mostly. We usually get a few of those, but not the numbers I was seeing. We weren't sure if there was a new black market lab or if some freak was harvesting organs from citizens.
Sounds yummy.
You've seen this before on the Citadel?
Very interested. It was my favorite show, so okay, yeah. If it's your favorite show, I can see that then.
As the site goes. I remember this one Elcor diplomat we caught in my first year on the job.
That would be harsh.
People up and selling their organs, had the station in a bit of a panic. But this case wasn't.
So what makes me glad that like one of my favorite shows is Firefly, and it ended before anybody, including the fandom, could fuck it up.
So how did you figure out what was happening?
First, we got a hold of a sample and ran DNA tests. The weird thing
was the DNA showed that the mother was the father.
And was very convinced he'd never lost his liver. After a bit of digging, I discovered this Turian worked briefly for Dr. Salion, the geneticist. So I went to his lab hoping to find evidence of cloned organ development. But there was nothing. No Salarian hearts, no Turian livers, not one Krogan testicle.
Don't they have like 4?
You're kidding, right? Why would anyone want Krogan testicles?
Paperweights.
Some Krogan believe that testicle transplants can increase their virility, counteract the effects of the genophage.
They do that thing where they have like 5 of them hanging on a bar, and you take the last one and you let it go, and it makes the one on the other end swing up.
Somebody's making a killing out there.
What'd you do with the geneticist?
I brought in some of his employees for interrogation to see if I could get them to talk. While I was interviewing one of them, I came across something suspicious.
He had 8 Krogan testicles stapled to his face.
You mean threatening? Was that really necessary?
Maybe, maybe not. Either way, it paid off.
I forgot that Garrus is kind of a dick in the first game.
We offered to patch him up, and he got frantic, freaked out. I ordered a full exam to find out what was going on. Our medics found incisions all over his body, some of them fresh. That was our big break. These people weren't just Dr. Saleon's employees. They were test tubes. Walking, living test tubes.
You're gonna have to be more specific, lady, on which ew. There was a lot of Cronad discussion there.
He was growing parts inside these people?
I mean, we grew an ear on the back of a mouse.
He cloned their organs.
I'm
right
sure that
inside
mouse
their own
loved
bodies.
that.
Then he harvested them and sold them off. Most of the victims were poor. He'd pay them each a small percentage of the sales, but only if the organs were good.
So they had to be between 18 and 35, non-smokers,
Just leave it in them.
only social drinkers.
But only on the inside.
Just like a blanket. Just a wide net. A wide net of ew. Ugh. By the way, I'm going to be getting paid on Friday. I'm going to be picking up the rest of the foods for the charity stream tasting stuff. I'm going to do all those. I'm thinking about a follow-up series because have you guys ever heard of these things called, I think they're called M-berries? N-berries? They make like a food, like dissolving food pill out of an ingredient in them. Let me know if you've heard of them and I'll continue. If not, I'll just kind of...
I hope he got what he deserved.
That's the worst part. We never caught him.
They're called like miracle berries. Or magic berries, something like that.
Why not? What the hell happened?
He ran, blew his lab, grabbed some of his employees, and headed for the nearest space dock.
Then he set up shop in a desert, in a mobile home, in his underwear. Never heard of it? Okay. It's like M-berries or M-berries or something like that, and they make the pill. It comes in a couple different names, but it's something you just keep in your mouth. You let it dissolve over your tongue and like around the inside of your mouth. And basically what it does is it negates any flavors that aren't sweet, and it enhances flavors that are sweet. So it essentially makes everything taste like candy. I've heard about them for years. I think I first saw them on Cracked in an article. I saw a video, Game Grumps did a video today where they took them and then they ate like straight horseradish or like apple cider vinegar. And they were just like, yeah. So I'm thinking of doing like a follow-up thing where I retry everything, but I eat those first.
But you went after him anyway, right?
I ordered
The one quote that sticks out is like, it makes sour orange Skittles taste like orange Tic Tacs. Which then devolved into a weird thing, which I like weirdly related to, about how if you have a Tic Tac, like normally you can only eat like one or two and you're like, okay, I've had enough Tic Tacs. Unless you have the orange Tic Tacs, in which case you can just down the whole fucking thing of orange Tic Tacs, because orange Tic Tacs are the best. I don't even think they help your breath. They're just fucking delicious.
It's not worth the risk. You pursue the vessel.
You'd watch that? Well, I plan on doing it, so.
They sent the military after him, but he got away just the same. Yes, they did. I went to Palin and told him what I thought
What's
of
a
him
bad take?
and his policies. He said
I
if
was
didn't
talking
like
and I had
them,
to...
I could quit. Well, I almost did. All they had to do was disable that ship, stop him from running. Maybe the hostages die, maybe they don't. But
Oh,
at
what I
least we
chose?
stopped the
Okay.
bastard responsible for it all.
See, I'm not willing to, and this is kind of topical because of what happened with that those diamond thieves and that UPS truck. And I'm glad I wasn't in that situation, but I don't feel like risking hostages. Oh, orange Tic Tacs? Okay. You don't like orange Tic Tacs? Oh, wow. Okay. I think you're the only person I know who doesn't. That's really... Huh. Okay, I'm gonna tell him he's wrong, because like you need to take a little bit of the edge off. That's for the second game.
If you don't care about the fate of those hostages, then you're no better than he is. You're just a terrorist with a badge.
Yeah, maybe you're right. It doesn't make it any easier, but I see your point. Just wish I could have stopped him. That's all.
He doesn't like fruit flavors in general? Oh, okay. I had a boss. My boss, when I first started at Best Buy, hated all fruit. Which is weird to me because, like, I'll eat fruit that I hate before I'll eat a vegetable that I like. So. That's so, like, even, like, lime? He doesn't even like lime? Or lemon lime? Limon?
Do you have any idea what happened to Dr. Salian?
I sent out feelers.
Salian sounds like a,
thought I'd found him a while back.
an Eevee
He changed
that they
shifts and
haven't
changed his name to
created
Dr.
yet.
Hart.
Like an Eevee evolution.
Joke, I guess. I told the military, but they weren't convinced it was him. I got the transponder frequency for his new ship, but I just can't get anyone to check it out.
I'll check out the coordinates when I get a chance.
I was hoping you'd say that. But Commander, take me with you when you go. If it's Salion, I want to be there when you
He
find
likes
it.
Sprite, but actual lemon or lime. Oh. See, I'll bite an actual lemon. Like, I love, to the point where, like, I like the smell of Lysol.
Looking for supplies?
I think it's okay to talk to him right now because we
Let's see
haven't
what you
gone
got.
back to
You
the
bet.
Citadel yet to reset his stock. Because I found out there's 3 points in the game where his stock increases and then is locked in, and it's after every major world. Like when you visit the ones, especially the ones that have their own stores on them. And once you do that, it updates, or the Citadel, it updates his stock. And then I think once you do it after the final world, it's locked in for the rest of the game. Sprite is probably my favorite soda. The only downside to it is it doesn't have caffeine. I don't know if I can wear heavy armor yet. You know what, before I buy anything, Sprite's my favorite. Yeah, Sprite's delicious. I wanted to show you, lady, because this is the armor I had never seen. The one that I spent like an hour. Especially for McDonald's. See, I can't drink soda out of most like soda fountains because it's like the syrup mixed with like soda water, and that syrup gives me really either the syrup or the soda water itself gives me really bad heartburn. Fuck. You're right. I had never seen this in 6 years of playing this game. In 3 playthroughs, I had never seen this this silverback armor. I saw it the first time, and then I accidentally reset the game, and then I spent that entire time patient enough to get it, though. Well, that's the thing. The first time, I just went to the shop, and it was there. And then, like, the problem was it had light armor and medium armor, and I bought the medium armor first, and I hadn't leveled them up to medium armor yet. So I had to... I don't have enough renegade points to get where selling prices are better. I only have the buying ones. So I had to reload. And then just keep reloading. Which is one of the benefits of... not ADHD, but the medication you have to take for ADHD. Is that, like, I hyper-focused on that, and it became my sole reason for living. He doesn't use a pistol. Reaper 4, okay, that's fine. I need to get some Omni tools for him. Oh, now the fun... Well, you know what? There's one other person to talk to before we do all this, before we head to the Citadel, because that's our next stop. We're going to get a couple missions there, and then we head to our next story mission. I'll take that.
Shepard, I'm glad you're here.
Glad you're feeling better? Was she not?
Good to see you smiling again.
Oh. No, she was
So to
just...
speak.
Okay.
I'm sleeping much better now. I guess I'm getting used to how
Yeah,
quiet
I
the
actually...
ship is.
I found out, because I always
I
thought...
still think a lot of
Every other time I
people
played this game, you only get when you the N7 armor, like with the stripe down the arm, that's only the starting armor, and I never see it again. I found like 4 other sets at higher levels of this, and I've never seen them anytime I played it. So it's been a weird ride.
We've still got a long way to go. You'll find something to take back.
Yes, but it cannot just be some derelict ship my people can use for salvage. It has to be more than that. There's a lot expected of me.
Did I tell you guys while I was working on this? I was like, man, we get to wear. I was talking to Sarah on I was texting her. I was like, we get to wear pins at work, like on our collars. And I was like, I really wish I had like an N7 pin or something like that. And then like 3 minutes later, I get a notification from my Amazon app, like, Mass Effect Andromeda 4-pin set, purchase confirmation. It's like, what are you doing? Like, wait until tomorrow if you're gonna get me Christmas presents.
What's so special?
Like, don't do it right after I bring it up, so that it's like, oh, okay. If she had waited, I would have been like, oh, I'm sure she ordered more underwear or something like that for Jack, because apparently Jack asked Santa for underwear.
My father is responsible for the lives of 17 million people. Our entire race is in his hands, and I'm his only child.
Ooh, pressure.
So are you some kind of
She really is.
Or something?
She.
No, it doesn't work that way. My father's position is
we don't always get along on things. Usually I will admit that I'm the dumb one who screws up and she's the smart one who is good at things. But like just her patience at like she lets me come down here, record video games, stream video games, and she takes the kids. Like I will never stop worshiping at her feet for that. Because those kids are a nightmare. And she's been at work all day too. That's practical. Oh, what, that I take the role of dumb one? Well, I mean, it don't get me wrong, like I'll get to a point where like, okay, I've been saying I'm the dumb one for like a year. I need one win. And then I get all moody and bitchy and she's like, "Okay, here you go." And I'm like, "Thank you." And then we go back to things that are normal.
You must get
but
all
she
kinds of special privileges.
She's the like I appreciate people who watch. I appreciate fans, people who donate bits, who sub here, or even like the free subs on the YouTube channel that don't cost anything and don't really mean anything. Because I watch the view counts, and I appreciate all of them, but I know most of them don't get watched. But that's fine, you know. I have people who like what I do, and those that do let me know. But she's the one who really makes all of this possible, just by being like, okay, you can go down to your little clubhouse and you can play video games. But on my next day off, I'm getting breakfast in bed. Jack asked for underwear. Oh, yeah. I don't know why. What he needs is sweatpants. He needs sweatpants and socks.
That must be tough on
But he wants underwear, so
my people place a high value
he's
on
this
family
close
and
to being able to sleep all night without a pull-up. He's made it He's made it I think 1 or 2 times.
For me to do something great
but he also hasn't made it 1 or 2 times. Like if we put him in a pull-up, I guarantee he will not go to the bathroom at all during the night. He'll just get up in the morning and just go then. But if we put him in underwear, there's a 50-50 chance.
The work you're doing here is more important than anything any Quarian's ever
Which
done
is
before.
it is because it took Willow way longer.
But you have
like
to
Jack
understand
was
Quarian culture. We're a very insular society. The events
I think
on the flotilla don't
when Jack
much
was
matter
1,
to the
she
average
was
citizen.
still in
Our greatest
at least
dream
nighttime
is that
pull-ups.
One day we'll return to our homeworld and drive out the Geth. But even if we stop
So she
Saren,
was 4 and
that's
she
not
was
going
still
to
in nighttime
happen.
pull-ups.
There's still millions of Geth behind the veil. Until they're gone, our exile will continue.
Now I just have to learn to get him to do it standing up instead of sitting down, and that's gonna be fun.
What would you need to bring back to make everyone happy?
Something that would help us better understand.
I just need to get one of those like
They've changed
cones they use for dogs when they get
exile.
surgery,
They've continued
and just
to
like
evolve.
put it in the toilet.
We've done our best to study
And
them,
be like,
but
"Okay,
it's
buddy, there you
not
go."
Easy. They're very reclusive. Until recently, they never went beyond the borders.
And
of
on
the
that
veil.
note,
And
that's
all
enough
the
talking
Geth
about
governments
Jack.
now are under Saren's control.
It's like
We'd need to find Geth operating on their own.
This is going online.
independently.
It's time to stop.
But I don't want this to get in the way of our mission, Shepard. First, we stop Saren. Then I'll worry about my own problems.
What was your father like?
He was a bitch!
It wasn't easy growing up as the daughter of one of the Admiralty. Even
He was always
before
like, oh,
joining
why
the
don't you
Board,
become
he
a
was prominent
doctor?
Figure. People looked to him for leadership. He had to set an example, and he expected the same of his daughter. Plus, he was pretty strict, a military man through and through. He never allowed me to settle for anything less than excellence. As a kid, I sometimes felt like he was pushing me too hard. But now, I'm old enough to appreciate what he taught me. The world doesn't owe us anything. If we want something in life, we have to earn it.
So I noticed something just now, and I've thought about it before when playing this game, and it's not quite apparent right now, but you'll notice that Tali's, her Enviro suit, like, the Quarians have, like, 3 fingers. For them, it makes sense because they've had hundreds of years to adapt these suits to them to fit perfectly. But if you ever look at Garrus or Rex's boots, they form, like, perfectly to their toes. I feel like that would be super uncomfortable. Like, have you guys ever worn those shoes that, like, they're like toe shoes? I haven't. I couldn't stand them.
Where was your mother in all this?
And they have armor,
But she always seemed to kind of blend into the
form-fitted
background.
to Turian and
Almost like
Krogan
she was
toes.
overshadowed by my father. He tends to do that to people.
Those are uncomfortable. See, yeah, they like. I don't get it. And yeah, okay, the Krogans have 3, and I think Turians have 2.
Happens sometimes when the filters start to break
But they
down.
do have that weird
I think
spike
my
that
father
comes out
took
of
it
the
pretty
back of their
hard.
knee, or
After
the back
she
of their
was
like
gone,
calf.
he became even more
Kind of.
focused on
I
his
think it's out
work.
of the back of their calf.
I think that was his way of dealing with the grief.
Sounds like a tough upbringing. You don't.
Which I only ever notice on the elevators.
Like I said,
To the point where, like,
it wasn't easy.
I feel like they cut
My
that in
father's
later
not the
games.
kind of person
They
you
look
bond
horrible.
with.
They
And he wasn't around
look
all that
weird,
much.
right?
Too busy.
They're just like, it's like an
People
uncanny
counted on
valley
him,
for
And he
feet.
took his duties seriously. Even when he was around, he always seemed a bit distant. Like his mind was always somewhere else. Come to think of it, I can't ever remember seeing him smile. Not once.
Not through that mask.
It's like he was always weighed down by all that responsibility. I mean, I know he cares about me, but he never really showed it. Not in the usual way. I guess the best
I like
thing
that
can say
Tali
about
is
my
this weird
father
mix of,
is
like,
that I respect him.
young, adventurous teenager and, like, responsible, like, wants to contribute to society. It's a weird thing that you don't see very often. At least not, I feel like not in American culture. But she definitely feels like the kid of the group, you know? I said mother, right?
Mother was. She passed on.
Okay, I did.
I think my father took it pretty hard.
I want to talk about something.
Like what? This is presented as a
Okay.
gift to the child.
I
Like
think
what?
that's it for her. I don't think I can
See you
unlock
later.
her mission yet.
Something I can do for you, Commander.
Where else?
My last assignment was on the Tokyo, only a cruiser, but aye,
Okay.
Commander.
That's all good. Like, can we see him? Can I see him? Look at those. I mean, the lighting's not great, but there's no way that's comfortable. Like, armor right up on your toes to a point. And also, I always forget they have those weird spikes on the back of their calves. And then you've got Rex. And he's got 3 of them. And those are even pointier. All right, I'm done addressing foot fashion of the Mass Effect universe. We don't have to. See, this is where if I was like a big streamer or YouTuber, in like 2 months I would get like a perfectly sculpted Turian footwear from a fan. Like 1/8 scale. Now, Enigma, this question isn't going to be for you. Sorry, because you don't play these games. Lady, do you have a favorite Normandy. Because I was having a conversation with somebody recently about spaceships in video games and how, like, the layout of them and how, like, what's your favorite one and how sometimes the interior layout doesn't necessarily mesh with the exterior layout. Like, you can't fit the way the inside is designed into the way the outside is designed. And the Normandy in each game is different, even though the Normandy in 2 and 3 is the same ship. Like, 1 and 2 are different ships, but 2 and 3 are the same ship, but it's still different. You had never thought about it? Ooh.
I prefer gold to silver, you know, for my medal. I figured you'd recommend me for one since I pulled your boots out of the fire.
Seth Green, you get a gold medal just for playing Oz in Buffy. Well, hopefully I've teased your brain.
If we present you with a medal, you'll end up sitting on stage listening to politicians make speeches for a couple of hours.
That's a good point. They'd probably make me shave, too. I spent the last 7 weeks working on this baby. No medal's worth that. So, Commander,
and Enigma,
tell me why you're
for you haven't played Mass Effect. I'm sure you've played some games set in space with a ship. Because this kind of goes off the, like, games that have a home base. Which is, I really like that when games have a home base for you to build and, like, interact with people in and things like that. Suikoden, each of those has a home base that you can build and expand, and I really love that. I like having a space that's my own to interact with characters that I normally only get to interact with in, like, a combat sense. It's like a downtime area. I really like that in a video game. You haven't played any of the Mass Effects. Have you played any games that have that you enjoy?
How's the Normandy performing? Is she everything they said she'd be?
I've never played it, but I
She's the
heard
best ship in the
Starbound
fleet.
has a really good
If you've got
ship
a pilot who knows how to handle
base
her.
system.
Balance isn't what you'd expect. Takes a while to get used to that oversized drive.
Really?
while we got
Okay,
stuff
well,
in the
I
back,
mean,
and her power can sneak up on you.
is replaying Mass Effect, the Mass Effect
Normandy's
trilogy,
probably
that
too
bad of
much
an
ship
idea?
for your average Alliance pilot.
Especially when you're stuck
Lucky
inside
for
with all
you,
that snow.
I'm anything but average.
I like to know my crew.
Oh, okay, no, I've
Top
done
of my
all
class
this.
in flight school, I earned that. All the
I can never remember if Joker unlocks new stuff.
I have to go.
So, like, with the Normandy is... Okay, hold on. I gotta pull up a picture of it, because it changes between 1 and 2. No, not that. I found a beautiful set of handmade gaming dice that I would like to save up and get for Sarah, because they look like a fucking... It looks like a... You know what? I'm just gonna show it. Hold on. I'm gonna... We don't play... We don't play gaming too much anymore, but we do occasionally, and personal dice are a big thing. Hopefully this works. I really want to buy that set of dice for Sarah. For when we do. Yeah, for sure. Blanking on one I really liked or enjoyed, but I'll keep thinking, okay, cool, yeah. Because it's an interesting thing. Not a lot of games do that. Like, Batman Origins, because I've been thinking about Batman lately because of Batmanuary. You get to actually go in and explore the Batcave, but you don't get to really do anything with it, you know? I had to type in SR1, and I'm still super mad that I never bought the SR, like, Joker's hat that he wears. Like, can we see it? Can I see it? Joker! Joker!
Commander.
Oh, you can kind of see it. It's like it's got the SR1 written on it. I never got that from the BioWare store before they discontinued it. The SSV Normandy. Okay, so yeah, the Normandy has like a main body that goes like, here's the cabin or whatever, the front of it goes all the way back. The wings are in the back, and then there are 2 like engines off of it. So it's basically one tunnel. Now you can assume like this is the front. It goes straight back, and then like it drops down and comes back towards us, and then drops down again to the bottom level and comes back towards us again. So you can assume this fits. The second one, it gets a little weirder in its spacing, and I think the third one is just completely different, but the dimensions don't always match up quite right. Alright, it is time to head back to the Citadel. And we're gonna get judged by that asshole again. Oh shit, I was gonna... Damn it. I'm sorry, there's one thing I need to do. Because I picked up a bunch of gear and I just need to double check because I'm not bringing everybody onto the Citadel. That takes too much time. That's going to be a between stream thing from now on, where I take everybody on and do everyone's gear individually. Sorry. Dry throat. I'm back. I'm fine. Alright, Liara. The fun thing about her is she gets human armor, for whatever reason. And yet her gladiator one is the best stuff I have. And I guess there's no point in doing... What weapons does she use? Okay, because I don't remember what she is, so we'll save her. We'll bring her with us. Now, Tali uses... shotgun and pistol. So do I have a scimitar 4? Nope. Do I have an edge? Nope. That's the best for that. Okay, how about... Nothing there. No new armor for her. Okay. Rex. Banshee 3. Scimitar 3. Amps. I gotta get amps. Here's the thing, because I never play this game as a biotic, so I don't know anything about the amp system. Now, if I remember, Kaiden only uses... He's only trained in pistol. Yep. So... Can you wear... No, he can only wear the... Damn, again? Seriously? Alright, how about Ashley? And Ashley, because she's a soldier like me, is trained in everything, so... Let's say... Avenger 3. Hurricane 3, that's fine. Striker 2, Kessler, 108, 102. Let's see, what is that? That's... 6 more accuracy for a loss of 6 damage. That's fine. And she's going to be a soldier, so she's going to be right up front, so I want her to have some good damage protection. Unfortunately, these all suck. Why do these all suck? That'll have to do. Okay, now we can leave. Sorry about that, everybody. We spent, quite a bit more time here than I intended to. I apologize. By the way, Enigma, I heard you got like a crazy big donation. Quite a bit after the stream, it sounded like. After the charity stream. One, congratulations, and two, that's nuts. Oh, okay. I was gonna, was it like, I was gonna say it's like an anonymous thing? It was like a family member after the fact or something like that? That's crazy. Ladies coworkers, that's super cool. Alright, I just want to double check, make sure I got everything in this system. I think I did. By the way, right, unknown, there we go. We did that one stream where I played a bit of Star Ocean 2. I got the Star Ocean 1 remake. Is that it? It's just a carbonaceous acid. Oh, I must have already scanned this. Okay. I got the Star Ocean 1 remake. I played a little bit of it the other day. It's so good. It's so... I mean, the combat's a little... takes a bit getting used to, but it's so damn pretty. Adjacent to the game that gave you a base that you liked the most, games that give you a vehicle or a ship. Okay, I guess I should say like a ship. There's plenty of games that give you vehicles. Iran, thank you so much for the follow. Thank you. How's it going? I hope you're having a great Monday. Games that give you a ship. Or like a main means of transportation that's not just a car. Are there any of those out there? Like, what's your favorite one of those if you've played any of them?
Coming in.
Oh.
Patching it through.
Commander Shepard, my name is Nasana Dantius. I have a job for you.
I've talked to you before.
I can't say anymore in an unsecured communication. If you're interested in hearing my offer, meet me on the Citadel so we can talk in person. I'll be waiting in the Diplomat's Lounge on the Presidium.
So I'm playing this game. I'm playing Skies of Arcadia Legends. That's two games where you have a ship as a base, and you get to travel in said ship. Let's see, what else comes to mind? Sea of Thieves. Suikoden 4. Like, there's something about the game giving you your own means of, like, travel and exploration that is explicitly yours that I really, really like. I feel like that was a big draw of Assassin's Creed Black Flag. I never got to play it, but the idea of having your own pirate ship and, you know, sailing and the freedom that is involved in that and choosing where you go is a really powerful, almost motivating thing. And I really like it when games do it. So, what games have you guys played that have that feature, if any? And then, like, which one have you enjoyed the most? Ah. I smiled. It's that time of the year where, like, it's only your lip, right? It's only your lip, but you smile and it feels like your entire face splits in half from the dryness. Heat load monitor. Get that heat load. And heat load monitor again. Okay, cool. I'm getting all kinds of heat loads. Destiny, you can buy different ships, which is neat. Could you? Oh, how much traveling is involved in Destiny? Because I've never played it. Okay, so Liara's coming with me. Who needs better armor? Tali had an armor upgrade. Rex and Kaiden need armor. Let's bring Rex. Plus, I need to level up, or I need to allocate points for Liara.
Equalizing interior pressure with exterior atmosphere. Logged. The commanding officer.
I don't know that black is her color, you know?
Exo Presley has the deck.
Do you agree, Enigma, though, that like when you get that option, it's like the freedom of like having your own, the thing that's yours and being able to go where you want. Like that's kind of a, I don't really know how to, empowering maybe is the right word. I'm not sure. By the way, how's the game volume? I completely forgot to, game versus mic. I completely forgot to check. Speaking of check, it's Vich, not check. I'm sorry, Mikhailovich.
Rear Admiral Mihailovic.
He just walked away for a second. Oh, how rude. Okay, that's cool. I mean, I guess I should salute him, but no, because I know he's gonna be a dick.
We weren't told to expect you, sir. I would have prepared a formal greeting.
Spare me the pleasantries. I command the 63rd Scout Flotilla. You and the Normandy
He looks
were slated for my
constipated.
unit after shakedown. Then the Council got their paws, claws, tentacles, whatever. They got them on our ship and you.
Give me a minute. I wanna. Turn that up just a little bit without washing it out. Hopefully. There we go.
I still serve the Alliance, sir.
During the
As a
charity
Spectre, I can
stream,
advance our
I think
interests
when
to
I
council.
came back, this is the first thing I did after the
still know
2-hour
what
break.
color your
And like this
blood
guy,
is,
like I
Shepard?
was all excited to
I
come
don't
back
begrudge
and
the
try and go
politician's decision to throw
to
you
finish
to
the
council.
24 hours.
It's an
And
opportunity.
this guy took all the wind out of my
I do
sails.
begrudge this over-designed piece of tin, though.
He does. He looks like he's auditioning for a prune commercial. But he's not sure where to put them. Like, do I eat them or do I like put them up my butt or what's the fastest way to fix this situation?
The Normandy is a fine ship, sir. She's served us well so far.
It's a gimmick, Commander.
A gimmick,
Useless in
Commander.
stand-up fight. This
Experiment
diverted
diverted billions from our appropriations.
For the same price, we could have had a heavy cruiser. But no, we had to make nice to the Turians, throw money at a co-developed boondoggle. I'm here to make an inspection.
Like the reason his
Commander.
neck is so
Normandy
thick because
is
he
an
spent
Alliance
years
warship.
flexing
I
it as he
intend to
tried
see
to
she's up
force
to
out
snuff.
big dookies. Jesus Christ. I'm done with that. I'm done. Yeah, sure. Help yourself. Just don't touch my mini fridge.
We'd be honored to show her to you, Admiral.
I'll just.
He's
bet.
trying to hold it. I feel like he'd be doing
I
this.
won't be long.
And he'd be talking and he'd be normal and then he'd be like, yeah, Commander, I'm not happy. Sorry?
I'm sorry to hear that, sir.
Who designed that CIC? Putting the commander aft of everyone else is inefficient. What if he needs to discuss with the operators toward the bow?
The Turians did it, sir, and they kicked our ass, remember?
Modified Turian style. They prefer
I've got one
commanders
here if
looking
you'd like to
over their
discuss it with him.
subordinates rather than in the middle of them. We wanted to see how effectively they can command with that setup.
Reasonable goal, but they should have studied that in a lab rather than on a frontline warship. I had to shake my head at that drive core of yours. 120 billion credits of element 0 to make this thing able to move without giving itself away. You realize we could make drive cores for 12,000 fighters with that money? What good is it to hide for a few hours anyway? Useless.
I feel like that comes up as being useful several times over the next several years,
loiter
sir.
in an enemy system and monitor traffic, or drop infiltration teams on enemy worlds. Normandy could be more effective than the Solarian STG.
And less
Maybe,
weird looking.
maybe. But that's not the job of a proper warship.
Well, this
We're
is a
supposed
frigate,
to find
so...
and kill the enemy fleet, not count how many times their garrison goes to the bathroom. And we need to talk about your crew.
I have a
Commander.
strict no cameras in the bathroom
Krogan?
policy, sir.
Sorry? Turians? What are you thinking, Commander? You can't allow alien nationals free access to Alliance equipment?
Between Saren and the Geth, we have enough enemies out here. Treating other species with suspicion and distrust won't win hearts and minds.
Or would you prefer
That
we
assumes
build
hearts
the
and minds
space
are worth
wall?
winning. That hasn't been proven yet. You have anything else to say, Commander? Any other justifications for the state of this vessel?
I don't quite have it high enough. Okay. No, I think I'm done talking to you.
None, sir.
Very well. I don't agree with any of this, but your reasons seem sound. I'll be submitting a report to the Joint Military Council. It will not be as negative as I planned.
Well,
Good
then
hunting,
maybe
Commander
you can
Shepard.
pull the stick
Make us
and the
proud.
3 lumps attached to it out of your butt. Of course, there's my level up that'll get me the the other points that I needed. Okay. Let's see. Oof, 36 points. Okay. Let's give you shotgun right off the bat. Fitness right off the bat. How about... I hate allocating points. I never know if I'm doing it right. See, that one gets me, yeah, I sell for 2% more. I'm gonna come back to you. Let's see what auto level up does. Oof, no. That is uneven as hell. You know what? Skip and undo. Let's do warp, barrier. Sorry, scientist. I'm trying to remember what's more valuable, singularity or stasis. Okay, and Liara's another one where I think she only uses the one gun, so. Lift, warp. You know, I'm happy with that. Okay. So now for Shepard. I could get heavy armor right off the bat. But I've still got 2 main worlds left. More than enough time to level that up, and I don't know if I just got the good armor or what. I don't know. You're back. Traveling in Destiny was just picking a place and go. Okay, so it's a little bit like this game. In my opinion, Mass Effect 3 had the best like navigation system where you actually got to move the ship around between the planets. That was a lot of fun. I would say Andromeda had the worst because it was just like text fields and then going to another text field. You know, did 2 did that too, because 2 introduced the fuel system. So 2 and 3. But in 3 you got chased by shit. I don't know. Lady, what do you think? Should I even out weapons? Should I Unlock first aid and put 1 point into that. Restores 40 health. That'd be nice, because then I'm not just relying on Metagel. Or even though I never use it, I could put some points into Intimidate. First aid? Okay. You do mean you do mean first aid, right? You didn't mean level out the weapons? Okay, cool. That's what I thought. Another thing, it's taken a bit of adjusting because when I played this on PS3, you actually got to map 2 powers to the controller, to the shoulder buttons, and in this one you only get to map 1, and it's really forced me to readjust how I play the game. All right, now that we've got all of those shenanigans out of the way, I'm gonna take a short break while we take this elevator down to CSEC. Let's say 5 minutes, and this time it's 5 minutes or less. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. I super appreciate it. I hope you guys are having fun. It's taken a little while. I apologize. I hope at least the conversation has been good. But we're out of the ship. We get to actually get some stuff done and move on to some quests. God, that armor goes right up her butt. That doesn't seem particularly, you know, I don't remember what I was saying because I'm just staring at her butt now and it's distracting. That doesn't seem feasible either. Comfortable. Doesn't seem comfortable. I'll see you guys in 5. I said under 5, and it's under 5. Count it. Give me a moment. There we go. Now we're back, and we're about halfway through the stream. And I sat on my shirt, and it's super uncomfortable. Ragnar Wars! Thank you, everybody, for hanging out. I really appreciate it. You guys are awesome. Without you, this is just me talking to my party members. And they'll respond, but it won't have anything to do with what I'm saying. I still haven't figured out how to see who's hosting or auto-hosting. But thank you, Aranti BR, for the follow. I'm going to mispronounce everybody's name forever. Unless it's something simple like Lady in Enigma. No, I am that guy who stole that money and escaped in an airplane. I can't think of his name. You can't, Jeff. It's missing a feature. Oh, it's a missing feature. Okay. It did seem rather broken that it wasn't super easy to find. Well, that's good that we have that squared away then, at least. I don't have to, like, worry about it. I fully expect humans to come up with a new sexual position called Spectre Position. It will involve guns. Do you not? Oh, I'm sorry. Are you for Space Fox News? The Turians helped build it. Isn't there a point where I can punch her? Or is that the second game? I want to say the only... I tried to do everything exactly the same as I did in the original stream. The only thing I did different was I finished the Keeper quest. I didn't fuck that up and accidentally screw that. And I changed the shade of her eyes. They weren't quite the right shade of green. Those are the only changes I intentionally made. Except for my crew members that aren't human. That one I cannot confirm, or I can neither confirm nor deny it. Is that a threat? I can punch her, right, lady? Okay. So, this is where the ship dialogue, or the ship, whatever, is gonna get locked in. Docking bays. I'm gonna make a new save file right here. I have a very distinct, satisfying memory of punching her. Show me what your moves are. That's not the quote at all. Pistola. That's like all of my money, so no. How about we get to, yeah, the 4s. Here we go. This is a little better. Onyx 4. I can't quite wear medium armor yet, though. Done editing. Oh, what were you editing? What are you working on, man? Do I want to spend almost 10 grand on an upgrade to the... Wait, I'm already wearing medium. Never mind. I don't want light. Fuck that. Do I want to spend 15 grand on an upgrade to the medium armor when I'm gonna unlock the heavy? Pocket. Oh, that's right. You're working on the wait what? Okay. Shit, here's the thing. See, I can't remember what... I need to learn to write this shit down. What everybody can wear. And she apparently has no armor. Which means only light human armor. Right? Yes, okay. Noops. How about Rex? Can he do heavy? He can't do heavy. No. Rex I can do this one with. By the way, if anyone, judging by the views, not currently watching, but if anyone's watching this in the future, you guys should check out Enigma 9011's podcast on every first and third Saturday of the month. It's a lot of fun. I've been on it several times, and I've always had a blast. Medium. Okay, he can't do heavy yet, but he's only 2 points away from it. I should still try and find some good medium armor for him. The difference between the Solaris 1 and the 3 is only 3 points in cooldown. See, I don't know anything about amps. Lady, did you play as a character who used amps? So the Hydra 3 is still N7. You did not? Okay. I would feel weird putting Liara in N7 armor. Right? That seems weird to me. The Raikou. Ooh. I believe I liked the Raikou. I'm gonna buy one, just because. All right. That's more than fine, yeah. So she only does the pistols, I think. We're just gonna put that on her. Pistol. What do I want for pistol? Recoil dampener? Excuse me. I think I got it under control. I think I got it. Okay, I'm good. Okay. next shop. And also to find that lady. Excuse me. I could take the elevator, but I think I'm done with that. We are going to be fast traveling. Financial. Yes, please. Enigma, did you think of a space, base game? Game with a base that you enjoy? Or base building system that's not Fortnite or Minecraft? I feel like I don't need to make those specifications, but... Jelly Boy! Can I buy some armor? Jelly Boy, give me some armor, Jelly Boy. Show me your items! So you guys doing anything fun for the week? Any fun things planned? Or even like, not even fun, just out of the ordinary? Some reason Lego Star Wars Hub and the Marvel Ultimate Alliance Hub. Okay, see, so I've never played really any of the Ultimate Alliance games. I played X-Men Legends. And I think I played a little bit of one of the Lego Star Wars games on the Wii, but it was like the first one maybe? So I will have to check those out. Stimulant pack 9 cooldown reduction. Yeah, I'll get that. Battery pack. Yeah, I'll get that. Shredder rounds. Oh, they're so expensive though. Shredder rounds and armor piercing rounds are the best ammo things in this game, in my opinion. Taekwondo's dope belt. Dope belt. Belt testing. Ooh. I hold your future in my hands. Do you get a new belt or do you get the belt? So we're looking at medium Krogan. 2191.5. That's not a good. Oh, I feel like Rex would look hideous in yellow armor. I'm not seeing it. If we're being completely honest, I'm just not vibing it. And plus, Rex is like, he's in on it, so I want him to have some good damage protection. Although it's... Shields are a little better. Not great, but a little. Oh, what the hell am I thinking? Scorpion, this is way better for him. Scorpion 4? That's like all of my money, though. Can I sell stuff first? Okay, combat sensor. There we go. Get rid of all the ones, shall we? All right. Scorpion Force, 17,000. Okay, guys, remind me when we check out the wards, the markets, if we can't find decent armor for him there. In fact, let me take a picture of it. Remind me to come back here and buy some new stuff for Rex, please. No, don't shoot the shopkeeper. Okay. While we're here, there is someone we need to talk to. Nasana, right there. It's the fastest way there. Where am I? Right here? I'm going to say left. Oh, good. I'm already running that way. Oh, I forgot about these guys. Think about the baby! It's less than Jake. She's a lady and she's probably right. So, what's up, you guys? Oh. I have no idea how to have an opinion on this. And I had 2 kids, except it's her body, so just let her do what she wants.
There's a chance that the baby are conditioned, but routine therapy eliminated.
A very small chance, Michael. An extra therapy on the child.
It's less dangerous than the genetic enhancements.
What? Why is the game audio gone? You're right. Has that been muted this whole time? How long has the game audio been gone? Did it just go away?
What are the chances that your child will develop the heart condition?
According to the doctors, there's a 1 in 50 chance. And if my baby develops the condition, medical treatments are available.
Which are nowhere near as effective.
It got muted
as simply
somehow.
Getting the gene therapy.
Now I just need, but now the volumes are all weird. Great.
What are the chances that gene therapy could hurt the baby?
1 in 300 at most.
But extranet articles
Okay.
say there could still be long-term complications
I guess
we
if
don't
it
know about.
couldn't have been that distracting then.
Don't you understand? If my baby
Just
is
let me
that
know
1
any
in
adjustments I
300,
need to make.
I will always wonder if I...
Yeah,
if
such a fucker. I
my
don't even
baby
know
for
what's
nothing.
going. I'm sorry, what? Baby is 1 in 300. I always wonder if... Ooh. What are the chances of the disease again?
What are the chances that your child will develop the heart condition?
According to the doctors, there's a 1 in 50
1 in
chance.
50 versus
And if
1
my
in
baby
300
develops
that
the
it'll
condition,
die?
Medical treatments are available.
1 in 50 that it'll...
Which are nowhere near as effective as simply getting the gene therapy.
Okay. 1 in 50 that it gets sick versus...
What are the chances that gene therapy could hurt the baby?
1 in 300 at most.
But extranet articles say there could still be long-term complications we don't know about.
Is this a vaccination thing?
Understand? If my baby is that 1 in 300, I will always wonder if I killed my baby for nothing.
I feel like Sarah should make this decision. here's the thing, though. Regardless of what, even if I had Sarah come down here and, like, make this decision as a mother and a woman for me, I'm still not that character. So I'm not going to make that decision for her because it's her body and it's her kid, and you go, you know? You deal with it. That is your right, and also I do not want to get caught up in that.
It's Rebecca's child, Michael. I think you should honor her decision.
Damn it, she's not choosing. She's acting blindly out of grief.
It is still her choice. You're not the father.
I know you want the best for your brother's child, but this is not your decision.
Of course it is! I'm the closest thing to a father this baby is going to have.
Okay.
Then support the baby's mother. Stand with her when she makes the tough decisions.
Send her a check every month.
This baby is the only thing my brother... It's all I have left of him. I need to know.
Can you stop looking in the camera, please? It's very distracting.
It's all I have left too, Michael.
I just want Jacob's child to be safe. I want to give him that much.
We will. I promise. Thank you for talking with us. I appreciate it.
Bye. Well, that was fun stuff that I should never have gotten involved in. Am I going the wrong way? I absolutely am. So I know I brought it up before. I've brought up how I have no idea what I'm doing for Christmas this year. I guess it was officially decided that Christmas with my side of the family is getting pushed off till sometime in January. There's just apparently no way to pull it off around Christmas that everybody is happy with. So I guess I get an extra day at home, or I don't know, because our holidays in my family have been so very set the last couple of years. Like ever since we moved to when we lived in Milwaukee, the first year that we had Willow, we hosted. We had everybody come to us, and it was awesome. And then after that, we would go to one family for Thanksgiving and the other one for Christmas. And then we would switch off each of those every year. I have no idea what to do now that we're just staying in town, though. Like, do we go for Christmas Eve? Do we go for Christmas Day? When can I just sit down and relax? Like, tell me, that's what I need to know. I need to know when I can throw away all the paper. And when I can relax. I think this is... No. Ooh, I missed something, though. Oh, what am you know what? I need to get a new 360 controller. The stick is being a little janky on this one. Which, to be fair, it was used when I bought it. But I'm nervous about buying third-party controllers, you know? Does anybody else feel like that? Like, I have all these memories of, like, the old days, like PS2, and especially for the Wii, where you buy third-party controllers and they were just garbage. Oh, I can't decrypt it because I don't have enough. Damn it, Rex. I totally decrypted that before. I need Garrison Tally. That's who I need.
So they finally did it. I knew one of your kind would make Spectre one day. Why did you come to see me, Shepard? Did Ambassador Udina send you?
Did I not talk to you yet?
Have we met before?
No, but I know you well enough.
I definitely talked to you the first time,
too. You're the first human Spectre. Get used to people knowing who you are. At least around here.
I get the feeling you're not too fond.
No, I just don't trust your kind. Not yet. You humans
We're only on
are
our
eager to
first
take
date.
all the power you can get.
Yep,
And
saying,
you're
okay,
given
good.
a
Like,
lot.
okay,
The council wants to make
I feel like nowadays
humanity their
third-party
new
stuff is
favorite pet.
better.
That's their business.
But I don't
because they were like, oh, people aren't buying this because it's garbage. But
What do you know about the Spectres?
still, like, that's like buying a third-party PS3 controller, which is something I would never do.
underhanded side of the council.
And weirdly enough, it's kind of difficult to find a first-party, or at least I had some problems finding a first-party 360 controller on Amazon. I haven't checked any of the local places yet.
What do you have against the Spectres?
Especially when
They
it's
bend the
left up to
rules. You
each
don't like them because you're a
individual
you're a
Spectre to
cop. I
decide
totally
when
get
and
it.
how to bend the rules.
Tell me about CSEC.
CSEC provides necessary police.
They are the police.
We're a civilian government agency, though many of our members have had military training. And unlike the Spectres, we work within the bounds of the law. Goodbye, Commander.
Okay, just want to make sure.
Shepard.
Nope, shit,
Can I
never
do
mind.
for
I
you?
accidentally doubled it.
Goodbye,
Okay. I have to come back to him with,
This place seems strange. Wish there were more humans
more techie people.
Commander Shepard.
I gotta come back to him with the
I'm
Geek
Nasana
Squad.
Dantius. I see you got my message.
It sounded like you needed some help.
I do. My sister Dahlia is a crewman on the cargo vessel operating out beyond the fringes of the Traverse. Her ship was attacked by privateers. There were no reported survivors.
Now, are they privateers or are they pirates?
I'm sorry for your loss.
I like how it's like, that's too
This is
bad.
where it gets complicated.
That's not the answer you want to
Last
say.
week, I received a message with her voice on it. Dahlia is alive. The rest of the crew was killed, but she was taken prisoner. The slavers demanded a huge ransom from me in exchange
$5
for
says
returning
she's
her
the mastermind.
unharmed.
Why didn't the raiders kill Dahlia along with everyone else?
My sister probably told them who she was. My family's very wealthy, Shepard. They must have realized she was worth more to them alive.
You'd better pay. Don't pay. What's my part? Okay, you'd better pay seems like a... Like, I don't want anything to do with this, just give him the money. Don't pay the ransom seems like fuck her, and what's my part seems... kind of mercenary, right? It's like, where do I come into this? Where am I getting something? Okay, I'm gonna be like, what's your part? Because I don't know. You'd better pay, or what's my part? That's what I'm leaning. What do you think? By the way, speaking of what do you think, I hope it's slim. I hope to be able to do Vampire this Friday. I'm gonna devote quite a bit of time to it tomorrow, and a good chunk of Thursday. What's my part? Okay, cool. Thank you.
Do you want me to deliver the ransom?
I've already transferred the funds to the account they specified.
Vampire,
They never
hopefully.
released her. They haven't contacted me since. I've made a terrible mistake, Shepard. I'm a diplomatic emissary.
These kind of...
By law, I'm required to report any attempted extortion to CSEC immediately. But
These
I
kind of
was
side
afraid for
questy,
Dahlia.
chill,
So I just paid the
whatever. I feel like
ransom.
streams have been fun.
Now she's still missing. And if anyone
I
finds out
miss
what
the
I did,
insanity
I
of
could end
the
up in jail.
the Indecision Squad streams, though. I miss the I miss the craziness of them. That's a stupid law. Okay, but afraid for Dahlia, so I just paid the ransom. Now she's still missing. If I find out anyone, blah blah blah.
You want me to find her and bring her back?
You only need to bring her back. I've already found her for you. I tracked the ransom payment through several accounts. Eventually, it led to a small
I've enjoyed doing
mercenary
random
band
things,
operating out
but
of the Artemis
it's time to
Cloud
get back
cluster.
into the swing of things, and like,
I need you to go to the
I've got to
North Base,
finish
take them out, and
Arcadia.
bring my
I've
sister
got to
back.
finish.
You shall be
We've got to
well
get back to
rewarded.
Vampire. I still have no idea what I'm going to be doing with Mondays, but I might just continue Mass Effect. We might go back to Metal Gear.
Anything you can tell me about the mercs who have your sister?
The nice thing is,
Pretty
when
much
it's not
what you'd
Metal Gear
expect.
Monday, it's
Rough,
me Monday.
Dangerous and well armed. Nothing a Spectre cannot handle, though.
Can't you hire someone else to do
I can
this?
just do what I want.
I do not want to take
Or
chances with
Metroid
my
Monday,
sister's life.
but I'm trying to
I
save
need a
that for the
Spectre.
charity stream.
Besides, you operate outside official channels. My superiors cannot find out I never reported the ransom in the first place.
How'd you find out who was behind the ransom?
I have resources. Contacts and credits can go a long way.
Don't hold me to it.
Especially
I'm
if you're
gonna
willing
do
to
what I
bend the
can.
rules. I already broke the law when I paid the ransom. This couldn't make things
It's
any
winter and
worse.
I'm getting a strong Zelda itch too, so I will rescue your sister, but I'm not a mercenary.
Keep your reward. I'll bring your sister back. I promise.
Ooh,
Thank you,
that was
Shepard.
was
I
that
knew you
screen
were the right
tearing? Did you
woman
guys
for
see
the
that too?
job. Come back and see me when the job is done.
That was a little janky. You guys just enjoy hanging out. That's the thing. I worry about everything all the time. Alright, map. There is nothing else on this floor. This floor de la cour. So let's see. We're gonna hit up Noveria next. We have... Sorry, Reddings, I can get rid of that. Let's see. So we have the fan. We need to check in on him. Oh God, no! Don't worry. I'll get through it quick. Sparta System and Artemis Tau, the recon team. That's okay. I want to do that for the general here on the station. The hostage. I think I did that one last time. No, I did Major Kyle. And I can't do Major Kyle. Shit, hold on, let me double check. Major Kyle I did during the charity stream. That's the one where we went onto that base and we had to talk that cult leader down. UNC hostage. No, I didn't ask for the ship picture. Okay, so we got that from Admiral Hackett or a news report. Hostile takeover, that's Helena Blake. These are all just collection things. Rex and Garrus. Okay. So we need to head to the wards now. I think fast travel's here, yes. It'll be fine, Enigma, I promise. We might not even get there tonight. We might be doing these side stuff. Because I want to do the personal missions. Wards, access, financial district, consort. We don't need any of that. I want the markets. Besides, after all the time I spent tooling around on Therum surface, I should be able to get through Noveria's surface pretty quickly. And then it's just shopping and espionage. There's that fucker. Okay. You, what have you got?
Welcome back, EarthClan. Will you be needing supplies?
Show me what you got.
Show me what you got!
Excellent. I am sure you will find something.
Heavy armor, medium assassin. Oof. You have steep prices, sir. Ooh, Gladiator 3, though. That might be... She's got the Gladiator 1. I mean, that's the best... Okay, first off, let's take that. gonna take that Edge 3, just in case. Light armor, Gladiator 3. I think that's the best armor I've seen for Liara yet. Not a big fan of the color, but it's cheap, so I'm gonna take it. That appears to be it for my money. I'm actually really glad I replayed all this, just because it's. Oh, I need to give her plus 50 shields. What is she low on? Attack and biotic or damage. Biotic and attack. Okay, so she's lowest on tech and biotic, so let's do that.
Hey, Commander Shepard.
No, luckily I remembered that, but keep it in mind in about 5 minutes.
There are rumors on the extranet that you've been made the first human Spectre.
Also, thank you for looking out for me.
Incredible.
Yeah, that actually happened the first time I talked to you, Conrad.
Being a Spectre is a big responsibility. I just want to make humanity proud.
The vids are all talking about Commander Shepard fighting for all of us back home. And your grace and skill have inspired a whole legion of admirers, too. Hey, can I get your picture?
I don't have a problem with it, but why?
Are you kidding? Nobody will believe that I talked with the beautiful Commander Shepard unless I get a picture.
Okay, I've got a boyfriend. She looks so... She's like...
Thanks again, Commander. I'm gonna hang this in my living room. My wife will love it.
Just like my wife loved all my video game posters in the living room. Yep, she's gonna love it, buddy. Just you wait. All right, Morlun.
Yes, human. You need something, yes?
Let me see what you have.
Oh, you will be pleased, I think.
Oh, shit. What was the... Hold on. What was the... It was Scorpion 4. It was 17,000. I don't have enough either way to buy it. Okay, 30, 180, 16. 30, 195. That's limited. Medium armor Turian. I don't think he can wear medium yet, can he? Okay, Liberator 3. That's worse. Alright, for Krogan, it was the Mercenary 4 seems like the better option. 3195. Although it's only a difference in shields. I gotta sell something good, unfortunately. Looks like I'm not gonna need that reminder. Thank you, though. Oh, it's so slow. There we go. All right. I just really want to double check this and make sure. Scorpion 4 had 30, 180, 16. The Mercenary 4, 30, 195, 8. Camouflage versus red. We're gonna stick with the red. It's the same thing. Sweet. Double check Liara. And we're super broke, right? Yes, we are. Okay. How much Omnigel do I have? 96?
Yes, human. You need something, yes? Oh, you will be pleased, I think. Very good.
Oh, good. There's armor over here too. There's Krogan armor in the standardized items as opposed to the non-human items. Great. Just great. Well, I think that's everything I can do here. Unless we go all the way back to the top and sell some stuff, which doesn't seem like a bad idea. The rest, this little stuff we should just break down, I think. I want to keep that heavy armor Onyx. The Gladiator 3, the Human... Guardian. Screw it. Let's just go, because I can't keep track. I can't keep track of who needs what. So. Okay. That, I believe, is it for the Citadel. We just need to, unfortunately, go to the ship, grab some techie folk, and come back. Oh, wait. Finch.
They told me it was you, but I didn't believe it. Shepard grew up and turned into a soldier.
What is this shit?
Have we met?
Name's Finch. You probably don't remember me, but we ran together in the 10th Street raids.
Oh, okay.
Maybe you don't remember it yourself, running in a gang. None of the vids mention it when they're talking about you.
My history's a matter of public record. I got nothing to hide.
I'm an open book, bitch.
What if someone gave an interview talking about Commander Shepard's history in the gangs? We're not trying to cause you trouble, Shepard. We just want a favor, for old time's sake. One of the Reds, Kurt Wiseman, got picked up by Turians. We'd like you to talk to the Turian guard in the bar and get Kurt out.
What did he do?
What was this guy arrested for?
Some stupid minor offense. Maybe he had a little red sand.
Mm.
You know how the Turians. They declared him a problem, and they're shipping him back for a trial.
You know, just a super addictive drug, okay.
What was one of the 10th Street Reds doing in Turian space?
Since your days, the Reds have expanded. We do some salvage, a little shipping here and there, that kind of thing.
You're not asking me to break Wiseman out of jail, are you?
Red sand.
Of course not. But word has
Oh,
it, you've got
nice.
some
Yeah,
pull with the
basically.
aliens. All we're asking you to do is pull a little for us.
I mean... Why? Why would I? Why? Like, I want to do no deal, but I kind of want to see the Turian side of things for no promises. I don't know. What do you think? That did not help at all. We don't deal with terrorists? You're right. Although, in this case, it's drug dealers.
My gang days are over, Finch. Get out of my way.
Suit yourself, Shepard. If you change your mind, he's over.
Oh, it's gonna give me the option either way.
You'll
Okay.
never see me again.
This is one of those,
Shepard, you might not run with the Reds anymore.
Oh, I'm
You
sorry.
really don't
I don't
us
want
as
some
your enemy.
puny little human Earth gang as my enemy. Are you okay? You know what? Fine. Fuck it. We'll let's go take a look, huh? Can I provide extra evidence to the police? What are you gonna do? Try and attack my military ship? What's strange, Liara?
We Asari are more accepting of our sexuality than most other species. Some club owners like to exploit this by hiring us as dancers.
Some? More like all.
Can I help you?
A human named Finch wanted me to use my authority as a Spectre to free Kurt Wiseman.
The xenophobe?
Of course he's a xenophobe.
Thank you for the information. We'll increase the guard on his cell.
I knew you'd rat us out, Shepard. Now it's payback time.
Is it in a crowded bar?
When we're through telling our story, the aliens will all know what the first human Spectre really is.
Shoot him.
My bio is public.
I've never done
Everyone
this.
knows I ran with gangs as a kid.
I think I always went
They
with
don't
no
know
right
that
off the
the
bat
Reds
and just
target
ignored him.
aliens specifically. We've got the backers to handle off-world missions. Your alien friends won't like you so much when they hear what your gang did.
The 10th Street Reds was a gang, not an Earth First movement.
They're a human movement now. You think the Vids will make that distinction? I can find a dozen Reds who'll swear they saw you kill aliens for fun. Who's going to believe you then?
What do you want, Finch? What gets you out of my life?
What do I want? I want aliens off of Earth. I want the Council to stay out of humanity's business.
Yeah, that's not gonna help you.
If you want humanity to be strong, a smear attack on the first human Spectre is a bad idea.
The Spectre is right. This is humanity's chance to prove itself.
That dancer does
There's
not
even
give
talk of
a
earning
fuck.
council seat.
Of course you'd side with Shepard. You want someone who's in bed with your kind.
You're wrong
You're
and a
racist,
dipshit.
Finch. That's the best way to strengthen humanity.
Fine, Shepard, you're right. You're not one of the Reds. Maybe you never were.
That man is a xenophobe who thinks he can blackmail a Spectre. You should have killed him.
Oh. If I were a recovering alcoholic, I would have. But he plays this game very differently than I do, so.
That's not the way I work.
Goodbye, human. It'll be interesting to see what kind of Spectre you turn out to be.
We couldn't arrest him, though? He admitted to being part of a gang. Damn it. Fine. Okay, let's check the map just to make sure. Beautiful. All right, I do believe time to head back to the ship. Sure, I'll hear about this from somebody. Excuse me. But Enigma's right, we don't deal with terrorists. Oh, that is a lot of screen tearing. I don't like it. Is that showing up on the capture, or is it just me?
In a further development in the Eden Prime investigation, the Council has reportedly revoked the Spectre status of one of its operatives. While the unnamed operative has not yet been apprehended, a Council spokesman confirmed that corrective actions had been taken.
That's very bright. Hold on. Oh, that's better. A little bit. Yes, I am. Believe me, I would have gotten those in orange if I could, but not a thing, sadly. Now here comes the fun part where we go into the ship, get a different crew, go out of the ship, and then come back to the ship.
In progress. Decontamination in progress. Logged. The commanding officer.
No, she's not. All right, tech. I want Tali and... Nope, Tali and Garrus. I think? Yeah, that'll be fine. We're approaching the 3-hour mark. Thank you all, all for hanging out.
Atmosphere. Logged. The commanding
I always say I'm gonna do like some
Exo Presley has the deck.
vocal warm-ups and exercises and things like that, and I always forget. Because, you know, spending all day talking on the phone and then streaming, great for your like muscles and jaw and everything. Always works out.
Do you ever regret leaving Citadel Security to pursue Saren, Garrus?
Yeah, Garrus, do you?
Fighting a rogue Spectre with countless lives at stake and no regulations to get in the way? I'd say that beats CSEC.
I'm pleased that the imminent destruction of all organic life has improved your career opportunities.
In like 20 minutes when I'm like, why does the game seem so dark? Do I need to turn up the brightness? Just remind me that I'm wearing sunglasses. Because I will forget, and I'll be like, this is dark, let's fix this. And embassies. So somehow, with all the replaying I did, this is the one thing I forgot to do. Because I definitely grabbed this one right away during the charity stream. All right. Need to find... Oh, I can't remember his name. Damn it. Boss Man's office. Boss Man, where are you? It's over here. There we go. Easy. There we go. Okay, the following message was transmitted from an untraceable account to multiple recipients across the extranet. Blah, 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 blah. Biotics, cult, crazy people. Let's do it. Bye-bye. Oh, Garrus. Why were you waiting outside? What's up, buddy? I don't think he's your boss anymore. By the way, Enigma, I had a game. Have you ever heard of, I think it's called The Hex? Have you ever heard of The Hex? It's a Steam game. Made by the developers of
Eden Prime, many colonial investors are pulling their support for future projects. Proponents of expanded human colonization insist that Eden Prime was an isolated case.
The Hex, no, I'm trying to remember who made it.
Has dropped sharply.
It's
Many
like
colonial proposals are on hold until
Unicorn Island or something like that.
That human colonies will be adequately protected.
Studio Goya. They made... Oh, come on. Hold on, I gotta find it. Let's get in the ship while I wait for this to load. You've heard of Hex Girls? That's not quite it. Although I've heard of that too, actually.
Stand by, shore party. Decontamination.
Pony Island.
Progress.
It's the same guy who created Hex created Pony Island.
Decontamination.
It's a very cool. It's like a whodunit murder mystery. But as you play the game, you play as every character in the murder mystery, and each one is a avatar of a different type of video game. So you have the like elven RPG sorceress. You have the post-apocalyptic survivor. You have the animal platformer. You have the first-person shooter who's only hands and like no body. It's a very, very cool weird game that I think you would enjoy. All right.
Message coming in. Patching it through.
Why?
Commander, Miss Al-Jalani's story on you just aired. She shouldn't have ambushed you like that. But you handled it pretty well.
We had differences of opinion, sir. I hope she at least believed my sincerity.
You handled yourself pretty well, Commander. She came across like a raving idiot. Just wanted to let you know what the response was back home. I won't keep you any longer. Fifth Fleet out.
Oh, damn it. I forgot to see where I'm supposed to go. Okay. Strange transmission. That's where we're gonna head. Century Hawking Ada. Okay. I think you'd enjoy it though, because you get it's all I mean, it's like your standard indie game. It's really well designed though, and it's really weird and quirky. So if you're ever looking for just like I don't know what to do, I would recommend the Hex. I think it's like $9.99. Especially if you have a lot of people on your Steam friends list. I'm gonna say that. Don't look into what I mean by that because it'll ruin it. I feel like the sunglasses ruin half of my facial expressions. But if you know anything about Pony Island, that game is... Woo! Hold on to your butt, people. We're going to this space!
Message coming in, Commander. Big surprise. The Alliance needs you again.
Shepard, this is Admiral Hackett with Alliance Command. We've got a mission for you. An Alliance officer named Major Kyle has set up a small compound in the Hawking Ada cluster. He's attracted a number of followers, mostly biotics. He's become an outspoken critic
is that supposed to be Ait?
And we believe he's mentally unstable. This could be trouble, Shepard.
What kind of proof do you have that the Major is dangerous?
3 days ago, we sent 2 Alliance representatives to meet with
Oh, okay. So it is Ait. I was just making sure because I've never seen it spelled like that.
Killed him. That compound is a cult, Shepard. They call him Father Kyle now. He set himself up as some kind of religious leader.
What else can you tell me about Major Kyle?
He used to be a model soldier, but something happened to him at Torfin. Too many Alliance soldiers died under his command. Couldn't cope with the guilt. His psych evaluations showed he couldn't handle the stress of command anymore. He was given an honorable discharge in early retirement.
Spelled like that, it looks like a planet somewhere in this game. Aite?
Now it looks like it's too late.
You said his followers were biotics?
Yes. Major Kyle never showed any biotic tendencies himself, though. I think he's just latched onto a group he identifies with. Many biotics feel marginalized or ostracized by society. Kyle probably sees them as victims who need his protection, and they see him as someone who will fight for them. Unfortunately, he's convinced them that the Alliance is somehow responsible for all their problems. We can't let him go on like this.
You said his followers were biotics?
Yes. Major Kyle never showed any biotic tendencies himself.
Now, lady, if you're still there,
he's just latched onto a group he
if you haven't,
identifies with.
Don't take this the wrong way, but if you haven't fallen asleep yet,
ostracized by society.
Kyle
probably sees them as victims who need his protection.
do you remember doing this mission? Because during the charity stream when I did this, my buddy Tony was in chat, and he was watching me do it, and he's like, we handled this completely differently.
I might be able to end this without violence.
You serve with him. He might listen to you. But he's already killed 2 Alliance representatives. I trust you to use your judgment. Hack it out.
I believe it's on press hop. That's fair. I usually... It's okay. It's fine, you know. I'm going to chalk that up to me not being boring and uninteresting, and just being like I have a deep, soothing voice that is comfortable to fall asleep to. Also, this game has a lot of, like, the music right now, it's just kind of... Wrong button. God damn it! Oh, why wasn't I expecting that? Oh. Oh, why wasn't I expecting that? Oh God. You're right, I did say it, and I programmed it in. Where are you going? I'm not touching anything. Where are you going, cursor? That's right, I bitch slapped it back into its place. I'm sorry, controller, I didn't mean that. I want you to have a nice long life. It's been too long since you played. Also, we'll need to see you when we get to the place for this mission because I don't... This is one of the ones I actually remember from the first time playing it. Mostly because I failed. Because this is one of the ones that I don't think I had a high enough, Paragon or Renegade, I think. Did I do this one? I did. Oh, it's doing it again. Of course, when I try and recreate it, it doesn't work. Clandagon. Of the Clan Clandagon. See, the benefit of it the benefit of it having been too long is that when you do go back and replay it, it's all fresh, you know? That's the nice part. Like, as you come across things, you're like, oh yeah! Pressop is the moon of Clandagon. It is a frigid, barren world with an extremely thin atmosphere of carbon dioxide and blah 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 blah. Let's land. Man, I love these sunglasses. They're a little scratched up though. And the problem is they were very, very limited. I don't know if I can ever get another pair. I mean, I can get ones like these. Active! Thank you so much for the host. I can get sunglasses like these, but they won't have the orange in this particular pattern. All right, I'm bringing the dream team, Liara and Garrus. How's it going, buddy? I want... Yeah, that's a good mix. Actually, I should bring... I'll get an achievement if I stick with those two. But that's the only way to level everyone's skills. You know what? I have to bring Liara. I have to do that at least. Ashley just wants to shoot everyone. Fuck it, we're going that way. My favorite guy, my favorite person and lady's favorite. Oh, thank you. It's because there's a blinding uncovered light bulb in this room now. Because I have a new entertainment set. Gentle, gentle, gentle. Oh, okay. And that's how you get a hernia. Landing like that. So what are we doing? Mass Effect. We are continuing the charity stream Mass Effect playthrough. I had to replay the entire game because my save file got corrupted. But we're basically where we left off. I'm sad to say that we've been going at this for 3 hours, and I have only made some slight progress on some side quests, and that's it. Because after we finished this one, that's where I cut the last stream. So, oh, that is a big-ass mountain range. How do I get over that? We're gonna go... Oh, right here. This looks like a road. Kind of. By the way, I know you're a big fan of older RPGs. Did you pick up the Star Ocean First Departure remake? Also, I brought up the question earlier. It's December. I don't know about you. We definitely have snow here. What is... Ooh! Cluster of prefab utility shacks have a distinctly ramshackle look to them. Set of rover tracks lead away over the mountain ridge to the southwest. Do you have a favorite, like, snow-themed or holiday-themed level in a video game? Mine was, Phendrana Drifts from Metroid Prime. I love that one. And Snowcap Zone from Sonic 3. No snow yet? Okay. Normally we don't get a lot until January, but we have a ton this year.
I'm here if you need me.
I don't, but thank you. Cryo explodes. Ooh, high. That's okay. I like that. Give me that. I want that. Chores. Okay, I hear you, man. Where you race the penguin. That's an excellent one. Does that have the same? Does that have the da 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 da? Does that have the same tune? Make it? It sure does? Okay. No. This way. That is an excellent level. I think that's the first snow level in Mario 64. I believe there might be one other. I know the name of it too. Gentle, 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 gently, gently, gently. Okay. I just remember the first time playing that and being like, is this your baby? No? Well, fuck, whose baby is this then? And bringing it like 6, bringing that penguin like 6 or 7 baby penguins and none of them being the right one. Oh, no! Bullshit! I got a second chance, okay. Turian insignia. The front of the rover is crumpled in from an impact. A glance inside tells you the occupants, probably a team of illegal wildcat miners, are dead. Debris is still sliding down the furrows left by its tires, silent in the near vacuum atmosphere. Well, that's quite a bit of flavor text. But you can do it. I think I can. I think I can. I think I can. I think I can. I did it! Oops, shit. Okay, it's fine. Oop, gentle. Gentle. This is a rental. Ooh, ow. Everybody's neck is broken inside. Ow. Get outside, throw up, and... Ooh, thank you. Level up. I'm gonna say... You know what? I'm not doing Shepard yet. There we go. So I'm gonna hold off on Shepard because I know I have a big, what is it? Charm thing coming up. And I think I have enough charm points right now, but I want to make sure. This is what it looks like when you try and mow the lawn on a riding lawnmower, but you're going too fast. And you don't quite have an even yard. Oh, hi, hello. All right, I have to go in there. I think all of those are pointless, except for maybe this one. Maybe. Nope, this one is too. Good for you. Oh, that reminds me also. Liara. Okay, only pistols. Good to frickin' know. Hello, hello.
This is a private sanctuary. Outsiders are not welcome here.
I need to talk to the man in charge. It's important.
Father Kyle wants nothing more to do with the Alliance.
I want this to end peacefully. If he doesn't see me, people can get hurt.
We won't let you take Father Kyle away. He protects us.
All right, chill out.
The Alliance wants someone to pay for those murders. Let me speak to Major Kyle, and maybe I can find some way to help you all get out of this alive.
Wait. Father Kyle will speak with you. Head to the building at the far end of the compound. He'll meet you there.
But what if I go in here? I've never actually tested that. Can I actually just... Oh, I can. Ooh. Will this... How does this change things? Am I gonna get attacked? No, I don't.
Father Kyle says we biotics.
But I can loot the place.
Those other men from the Alliance tried to kill Father Kyle.
Oh, they did, huh? Well, what did you do with them? Take those. I'll take that. So, what happened with the other people? I would like to know that. I am here on a fact-finding mission for peace.
Like those other Alliance soldiers.
Probably.
The Alliance.
You guys do anything, or do you just wander around? Like, what's the point here? What's going on?
We can't trust the Alliance.
That's all right. The Alliance can't trust you. However, I am gonna help myself to all of your stuff.
Just lead the way.
That appears to be everything in here, so... So I imagine if I didn't have the charm to get in here, like, what we would have done is forced our way in, and then found out, like, after we fight everyone, found out he's not here, and then go to the other building. And then it's nothing but a fight the whole way, and everyone dies. Hopefully, coming in here did not change the outcome of the other building. I hope. Yeah, this is the one that I did at the very end of the charity stream. At like 15 hours, this is where I was. The problem is, it's very... This is a dark area, and I can't see shit with those on, so...
The Alliance wants to wipe us out. Father
Did he? He told you so, huh? I guess it's not that dark, but with these on, it kind of becomes an issue.
If you try to take Father Kyle away from us, you'll end up like those other Alliance soldiers.
Yeah, you guys are not painting a very good picture for yourselves, if I'm being completely honest. It's nothing but threats and allusions to murder, so... I mean, I'm just saying, you know? You might want to, chill on that. Ooh, a Naginata. Okay, there's the door. There's the first of her. Anything else hiding in here? Worth picking up? Ignore me, I'm just gonna run around taking your stuff. Thunder 4, huh? Thunder! 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 Thunder 4! Assault rifle. So everyone's being chill. I like that. That's good to know. Everyone relax. No need to get freaky here yet. Take those. I don't know what they do, but I'm gonna have them. I'll take them. Thank you.
The Alliance wants to wipe us out.
Yeah.
Told us.
I'm here to not kill hostages.
I am Major Kyle. I know why you've come. We have no quarrel with you. Why can't you just leave us alone?
I just want to make sure the game doesn't look, the capture doesn't look washed out, does it? I'm trying to balance the brightness and everything, and it's, I don't know, I keep flip-flopping on it.
What happened to those other Alliance
Nope,
officers?
okay, good.
The ones who came before.
Because, like, on the TV, it's very vivid, but the capture is
me away
always
from here.
different.
They wanted me to abandon this place, turn my back on my family. They spoke blasphemy. I did what I could to make their end quick and painless. I had no other choice. It was necessary to protect my children. Only I can keep them safe.
Yes, I'm fiddling with it. Okay. That's a little closer to what I'm looking at.
The Alliance sent me to bring you in, Major. Can't you see this has gotten out of hand? Don't you understand you are endangering your followers?
I respect that you have come under a banner of peace, but I cannot do as you ask. If you take away their father,
you can't, huh?
my children will be helpless.
You ordered your followers to kill those Alliance investigators. You must face the consequences of your actions. Do you really want your children to suffer for your sins too?
No, this was my fault. My children are innocent, pure. Please.
Yeah.
I never meant for this to happen. I'm sorry.
You're doing the right thing, Major. Your children will be better off for it. Come on.
Wait, if my children see you taking me away, they won't understand. They will attack and you will be forced to kill them all. You have shown me the error of my ways, Commander. Now you must give me time to explain it to them. It is the only way they will understand. Please, give me 1 hour. After that, I will meet the Alliance authorities.
55
at the gates of
minutes.
my compound and surrender without
That's all you
violence. I give you my word.
I'm gonna trust you. If you betray that trust, you and all your children will suffer.
I will not betray you, Commander. Thank you for this.
Your pilot can have an Alliance Command Patrol pick Major Kyle up. I just hope you know what you're doing, Shepard.
Hold on. Welcome to the part of the stream where I obsess over colors.
We can't trust the Alliance.
How would you say it is now? Better, worse, or equal? It doesn't really matter. I'm just trying to use this to gauge. Like, I'm trying to build an idea of exactly what the difference is between the capture and the actual, like, the display on my TV. Because ideally, I'd like them to be equal, but the problem is, one affects the other, and like, it's just weird knowing that you guys aren't seeing quite what I'm seeing, you know? Seems pretty much the same. Okay, so I'm literally just fucking with this for my own my own OCD or whatever. Cool. Good to know. In other news, the light bulb is still too bright. All right, that's everything for this world, I do believe. So, Enigma, you're lucky we're not getting to Noveria tonight. You get a slight reprieve. Not quite sure why. Oh, okay, I see what it's doing. There we go. So I guess the question now is, one, what do I want to do with these 2 points? I could get sniper rifle. Although I prefer to, when I unlock a new skill, like, put one there and then one in the bottom. I could get heavy armor and one of some other thing. I could boost first aid. I'm just not sure. I don't know. Anyone have an opinion? Well, I look at what we're gonna do. Major Kyle. Okay, how do...
Message coming in.
There we go.
Patching it through.
I was gonna say, how do I call him?
Here, Commander. Your helmsman just forwarded your report on Major Kyle. We sent in a team as you instructed. Kyle's followers have disbanded, and the Major surrendered to us without incident. We'll make sure he gets the help he needs. To be honest, Shepard, I thought this thing was going to end in a bloodbath.
And it usually does.
But you saved a lot of lives. Congratulations.
All right. We've got just enough time for one more thing, I think. So, lady, should we find Dr. Salion? Should we do Garrus' thing? That seems like a good way to end out the night, and, you know, we all know how you feel about Garrus. You remember? I remember! You did this mission, but you just said, fuck you, dude, and took... Oh! Yeah, that's what my friend Tony did. He was like, as I very carefully, like, negotiated my way through it, he was like, wow, we did this very differently. I carried a big gun and let everyone know I carried a big gun and left no one here. And then felt really, really bad and reloaded and did it the way you did. Oh, okay. Yeah, I always... Unless I'm doing an intentional run with, like, a specific thing in mind, I always try and do... I want to be prepared for the worst, but I want to attempt for the, like, the most... Maybe it's just the Boy Scout in me, but, like, it's always like, let's find the best solution, but I'm gonna be ready if the shit hits the fan. I think it's the Boy Scout in me. Feel all kinds of ways about Garrus. Even the bad ways? Alright, we'll do Salion, just for you. So we're heading to the Herschel system in the Kepler Verge. Do I want... Oh, you know what? I should... Okay, we're going to put one right here. We're going to put one here. We're going to hold off on that heavy armor just for a little bit. Because now I can get... Next level, I can get sniper rifles. Then I can get heavy armor. And then I can just pump a bunch of points into sniper. Kepler Verge, where are you? Oh, right. Wow, that is a very... I always forget, like, the mass relays only point you in a specific direction. So you have to, like, take the bus route to get where you want to go, even if it's a block away. Newton... Herschel, there we go. All right, everybody. This one's for Lady. And not going to Noveria is for Enigma. Klabaka. Yeet! Junk planet. Got some metal. Alright, I guess. See, I'm here to please. That's the main thing. I'm here to make people happy, so. And since we're doing this for both Enigma and Lady, let's see if we can do the Garrus mission while causing as much violence as possible. Now, I can't turn anyone into a vampire, but I'll, you know, see what I can do on the blood front at the very least. Oh, who should I bring? Who should I bring? What do you guys think? It's not Garrus, or it's not Rex's mission, so I love Liara. I'll bring her anywhere. We haven't had Ashley with in a while, although if we need electronics or tech, we're gonna want Tali. Tali? Tali it is. Does Enigma like Tali? Does Enigma have a character that he likes? Ooh. Ooh, 6 points too. Okay. What is that first word? Okay. Because I was gonna say, if I'm trying to pronounce that the way it's spelled, not quite sure where to go with that one. Is it Deki? Is it Deki? I don't know. Don't worry. I've been there. I mean, hell, I was there for the Zelda. It's like, what are my hands doing? Ooh, wait, okay. So that is a holy crap. Yeah, I'll take that hat. Thunder 4, yes please. Avenger 4, and he gets the Naginata. Yeah, that's only fair. He's trying to type, learning way over, wait, he's trying to type leaving way over while slid halfway down his chair. So he's doing like that. Like he's basically just high enough in the chair that he can still see the monitor. Wait. Oh, never mind, we're fine. We're good. Let's do this. I mean, we've all been there. Well. Oh, now there's bad guys. Okay. That's not good. That's not good. Oh, that's not super not good. Oh crap, you know what? Oh hey, I got a new gun. I still have... I don't want that. I don't want the armor piercing. I want... Hammerhead? Sure, why not? Let's try it. And... anti-personnel. Beautiful. Beautiful. I think these guys are flesh. I think. They pop like flesh. Tali, what the fuck?
Just a scratch.
Going to... Okay, thank you so much for hanging out, man. Sweet dreams. Have a good night and a pleasant tomorrow. Huh. This is a big ass room. Okay. Where did I come from? Over here? Yes? No? Yes. Okay. Sorry. Hold on. I've been fighting it all night long, but I have an anxious tic where, like, when my anxiety gets up, my arm twitches, and if I don't move it around, it just starts to like shake and the muscles twitch, and it's really obnoxious. I've been fighting it this entire stream, but apparently it's still acting up from the fucking panic attack earlier today. Pepsi Man? Oh, I think I would get too angry playing Pepsi Man. You know, I used to, when I was in Japan, I actually bought a Pepsi Man action figure. I don't have it anymore, unfortunately. But it was Pepsi Man, and it was one of those things where, like, if you click his legs together, his head, like, folds in and swaps with a different one. And it seemed like one was a normal head, and the other one just seemed to have, like, a bullet hole in it. I mean, it's a dumb, bad, weird game. Of course I know what it is, you guys. I would love to. Can you, is that on like any of the digital storefronts? I feel like I might have seen it on like PS3 or something like that. Oh!
Thank you. Thank you for saving me from those things.
Commander, that's him. That's Dr. Saleon.
What? My name is Hart. Dr. Hart. Please, get me out of here.
Are you sure it's him?
Positive.
Yeah, he seemed really...
There's no escape this time, Doctor. I'd harvest your organs first, but we don't have the time.
You're crazy. He's crazy! Please, don't let him do this to me.
We'll take him in, drop him off with the military.
But we have him. We can't let him get away. Not again.
That's not justice.
If he dies, we'll never know what he's been up to, or how he did it. We'll take him in, interrogate him, and he'll serve his time.
In the same vein, I want to reset. Oh no,
Okay.
there's
You're
a deep desire to go back to Tulip. Don't worry. Tulip is high on my list. I just.
Oh, thank you so very much.
Am I gonna have to shoot you?
And so he dies anyway. What was the point of that?
What? I was talking about Tulip.
You can't predict how people will act, Garrus, but you can control how you'll respond. In the end, that's what really matters.
Yeah.
I need to rewatch the last stream because I think last time we played it, we started a fresh game, and there is just so much going on in that, and I don't remember everything we did. You know what? No, shoot. I was gonna say we could do a weird Wednesday, but I don't wanna make you choose. If I don't get caught up on Vampire, we're gonna do Tulip on Friday. Because I really want to read. I want more of that. I want the weirdness and the violence, the sexual, not quite sexual violence, but like the first base violence. There's so exactly none of it good and impossible to remember the pathing on. I think we did like the first two major things, and we might have to go to Funny Bone City or something like that. I'm not sure. Okay. Salion's medical equipment is stained with the blood of many species, pale blue, violet, orange, and more than a few dark red, but his work has ended here. Time to head back to the Normandy. This does not seem like the right way to end this. Like, did I pick the wrong door? Should I have gone this way first? Oh, it's just the... This is just the bridge. I guess that's the only way this ends with Salion. I did not remember that. That seems really... Oh, fuck you, Decryption. Wait a minute. Okay, average. Okay. Oh, it's hardened. Okay. Shit! 20 Omnigel? That's not too bad. Although for that, it's garbage. And then Enigma has to watch it. There we go. I mean, Tulip would kind of make a good Indecision Squad stream, but I feel like if we were making it Indecision Squad, we'd have to start from the very beginning, you know? And I've already restarted that once. Well, I guess that's it for Garrus's mission. Which means we head back to the ship and talk to him. Don't get stuck on the wall. That was kind of anticlimactic. Like, I didn't even get to shoot him from the beginning. Yeah, that's the thing. Oh, why are you... leave? Yeah, no. I'll just rewatch the last stream. Because all of those are still an ongoing series for the YouTube channel. And I do not want to restart the game twice in a single playlist. That would be That would be punishing, I feel like. Doesn't give a shit about the games. Well, then the only thing that matters is getting weird and figuring out a way to make him care. And getting weird will be very easy. That tickled my nose. Garrus, are you happy that you killed that guy, Garrus? How do you feel, Garrus? Tell me how you feel.
Commander, how are you?
Oh, you don't feel like chit-chatting now, huh? Well...
Shepard?
That's fucking dumb. Okay. I guess that's it, then? Yeah, we're gonna... okay. Yeah, I don't have enough time to do anything else. It is late. I do want to get in a... oh, hell. I have to edit more tonight, too. Okay. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. I really appreciate it. I had hoped to get more done tonight, but basically all I did was bridge the gap between the replay and the end of the actual charity stream, which seems ridiculous that it took 3 hours to do that from where I was, considering that it was nothing but dialogue. So, for anyone out there who wants action, I apologize, but dialogue is part of Mass Effect, you know? You gotta deal with it. However, next time around, it should be all shooty bang bang soda pop. Thanks for the stream. No problem, you guys. Let's see. The next stream for me is gonna be Thursday. We're gonna be exploring Yafutoma in Skies of Arcadia. And then Friday, if I catch up where I need to be, it's gonna be Indecision Squad, Vampire. Otherwise, we're doing Tulip. Because, damn it, it's the season of giving. And I've got big, juicy lips to give to weird, Eraserhead baby-looking people. And you know they're just gonna punch the fuck out of me. And I'm here to accept their gifts. Because, like I said, it's the season of giving. And if it's the season of giving, then it also means it's the season of receiving. And I am here to receive. I'm ready to receive them. Oh, God. I'm sorry, Mom. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. I really appreciate it. If anyone's watching this on the VOD, make sure you check out... Enigma's going to be streaming tomorrow night. My favorite Zelda game. Link's Awakening. I think he's probably doing some other shit this week. I don't know. If you liked any of this, I'm not gonna judge you if you did. You know, everyone likes their own stuff. I probably would hate me, but if you did, you can catch me on YouTube at Jeffrey Gaming. The next 2 videos going up, and there's I have to pull back. It's 4 uploads a week, Monday through Thursday. I'm currently finishing. I'm 2 days away from the end of Life is Strange Episode 2. After that, we're going to be doing Alan Wake, the DLC. I'm very much looking forward to that. You can also catch all of the these things that are live, the things that go out. Stream, that's the word. You can catch the stream archives there as well. Everything gets archived over there. On that note, I believe I have babbled long enough, and it is late. So I hope you guys have a great evening, a great day tomorrow, and I will catch you on the flip-flop.